message, hope you listen. I know you say you need distance, but something's still missing. Got a hole in my chest, girl, from the moment you left. I need you for myself. Yeah. My heart still need a fix. You don't wanna keep fixed this. I cure up all of your lips. I know it existed. I know that you winning a million. I don't need the numbers, I don't need statistics, babe. I just need you to myself.
All right.
Wait, do we want to reintroduce the topic?
The feature wasn't crazy?
We're recording
We didn't watch it.
I did, bro.
You watched the feature?
No. This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say.
He said yes, mad confident.
Definitely, like, his performances.
Let's reframe it. Let's reframe it.
So we talking about my nigga DreTL.
He ended up winning.
He ended
up winning Netflix's Rhythm and Flow.
Yeah.
You feel me? We all checked it out because our man C4 was a part of it.
Yeah.
He made it all the way to the battle rap stage. I don't think the journey should have ended it.
He lost to a sore loser also, which is crazy.
Ooh, Shara Ali.
Yeah, Surah Ali. That made me sad, bro. Because I think she's mad talented. She might have been the most, like, spitting wise, she might have been the most talented person on there.
Aside from obviously her disrespecting bro, I think it was a good verse.
So I didn't get to that. I didn't get to the last 15 minutes. So what happened once like she lost? Like why was she such a bad sport?
You watched her verse though. You watched her song. So you heard her saying that if she doesn't win, niggas is cheaters.
Yes.
Like, she said that.
And she set the precedent.
And she said it again when she got eliminated. Even when she got eliminated, it was a little bit embarrassing, in my opinion. Because she ain't bow out, you feel me? She went out. Yeah, and I think that's always a little embarrassing. She said, when they said her name as someone getting eliminated, she said, "Is that right?" Like she didn't take that. She didn't take it. She's thinking that it's a mistake. Even like she's like she can't believe it. You feel me? And then she proceeds to say like, just like I said in my song, if I'm not the one that won, niggas is cheaters. But then she proceeds to give DreTL a hug. So it's like you got beef with
You're not really happy.
Like what's going on?
She had beef with everybody throughout the whole show.
But
her and Donna.
Donna had She really only had beef with her, to be honest. Everyone else, like, I feel like what's her name? Donna, whatever her name is. She had beef with other people.
I feel like that type of energy though is kind of needed. You know, the producers, they got to pick the person.
They gonna pick the person.
We gonna make her seem like she antagonizing everybody.
Yeah. It was like, we gonna give her beef.
Yep.
I think that's short-sighted when you like play it like that and you're a sore loser, because at the end of the day, like you're not, if you make it to the last four, you're not really losing, bro. You got so much.
Facts. There's a lot that you can parlay off of that.
You can move off it. You can do finalist. How many show appearances now saying like, yo, featuring from Rhythm and Flow?
The most popular people are the people who lost America's Got Talent.
For sure.
American Idol. Most people who went second.
Yeah.
So you could pivot from that. But if you start acting like a sore loser, then people are going to see that and be like, I don't want to do business with you.
Aside from Fantasia.
What about Kelly Clarkson?
Who was her season? Kelly Clarkson.
She was the first season. She was the first one.
Which one was Jennifer Hudson?
Oh yeah, it's Jennifer Hudson. She didn't win. That's facts. What about my nigga Ruben Studdard though? That nigga Ruben had me on lock.
He had some joints. No, he had some joints.
He had some shit.
Wait, wasn't her in American Idol?
Sorry, 2004 is a joint.
Sorry, 2005.
Sorry, 2004 is
a joint.
So I'm sorry for.
Y'all really watched that American Idol, nigga.
Bro, that was Ruben. Yo, that nigga's nice.
That was a wild song, by the way. If you really like listen to that. In the video, he shows up at her work like, come on. And has the kids with the signs saying, I'm sorry.
That nigga Ruben was tough.
The whole song.
That's a formula to a great R&B song. Like, you just gotta be posted outside of her establishment, you feel me? And whatever prop it is, whether it's the
boombox or whatever, you have to do it.
I think we gotta bring that back. Honestly, next video idea, Samba. You got it.
Yo, we actually did that.
Bring that back.
We're not going to get into the
bro.
incident, but some things happened around that video.
Okay.
But that was my first video I ever shot, actually.
That's tough.
Yeah.
But the ideas are circulating.
Yo, put that finger down.
The R&B is in the building, but to finalize that point, though, I agree. It is short-sighted, you feel me? If you're going to be on a competition show or anything,
business with you now.
You feel me? Because I think that for her,
Sure.
I just don't Surah Ali, but I don't remember the woman's name who was competing against Detroit Diamond in the battle round. She lost. I mean, I think that the way she went out,
that's Donna.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's her
name.
She
should have won,
her name
bro.
Donna?
Yeah, it is Donna. Donna or
50-50.
Donna, like one of those. It's that 4-letter combination.
I think, bro, obviously you have the Detroit attachment to it, and it was an energy thing.
It was definitely energy.
Because Shorty had the way better bars.
She had the play on her name. She's
way
like, I'll
better.
turn diamond into dust.
That verse was one of the best verses in the whole.
I agree.
I agree. In the whole series as far as the battles.
And that's the thing about it is that talent is, I think, not only the only factor. If it was just about
clearly
talent,
DreTL won, nigga. He not the most.
Yo, you need to relax.
Taj was consistently the most talented person on that.
But he came. All right, so I'll say this.
Talented.
I'll say this.
When he came out on that Lucky Day song, them first like 2 to 3 bars. I don't know if it was a technical issue or what, but it felt like the delivery on it didn't like come across the right way.
It didn't hit the same.
Dre's
his shit was crazy.
I will say this: Dre's energy was consistent.
Facts.
Start to finish on that performance.
That's a fact.
So because
and the verse was crazy too.
Yeah,
the verse that he had when he was
he had a quotable. He said, you and your mans do Netflix and chill. Mess with me, you got on Netflix for real. I was
That's not tough.
That was a DeMarco.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I don't know. I'll say it like this, bro.
But from everything I see, I had to take the culmination of everything.
I think his battle
he shouldn't have even gotten that far.
He had a top. How not? He had a top 3 battle.
I told you.
He had a top 3 battle.
I feel like he should have gone that far. I think he should have gone that far.
I texted you, bro. First episode I watched.
First episode, but that's first episode.
He shouldn't even made it past the audition, bro.
Low key.
You hating, bro.
Low key though,
bro. You hating, bro.
I'm not mad at that.
It's just so funny.
I'm not
like
mad at that.
I'm not mad at it either. But it is
all the season artists is just like, I just feel like you didn't come. Like they really give like the actual feedback, and then it's like
they gave him feedback
there's
too.
something about you. I can't put my finger on it.
Again,
they do that a lot to them.
That's how I felt about Surah Ali. That's how I felt they was doing her.
I agree
because she wasn't performing that shit.
This is
she
her
was
the whole
just
time.
standing there, right? Exactly.
Arm
to
across
me,
the stomach.
That was, and they were saying some people don't even gotta do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not hearing that. I'm not, because that bitter.
You don't even
ass.
gotta do too much. I could tell you, it's not on you. It's in you.
Feel me?
Like,
That's the reason why she lost. I feel like because she wasn't going out of her way to like.
It can only get you so far.
You feel me? It was like the elements around her.
You have to be able to turn it on.
She didn't evolve.
You can do that, but you have to be able to turn it on.
It can be off, but you gotta be able to turn it on.
Because then there's that moment where it's like, oh shit, she turned that. Like, that was crazy.
But I felt like I never felt that from her.
No. She got the voice. I think she got the voice and the tone and the cadence
and the lyrics. She's a spitter, nigga.
I feel like. Outside of that, the performances are just bland, bro.
Nah, that's definitely fact.
I don't get nothing else out of it.
She didn't give herself to the performances.
That's a fact.
And I feel like that's part of the issue. But
the Ali shit could have been cool, bro. Like she went more, like she knocking them down, like she's pushing them. Like I don't know,
bro, because she was nervous.
Maybe
it was just anxiety.
She did say that consistently.
Yeah, I don't think that's her character. I don't feel like that's her.
So if you have that self-awareness, and you don't have to think that people cheated for you to lose.
But I think that's the
you could
problem.
Just be like,
that,
I could have done better.
I mean, she also from Brooklyn, bro. You got to remember.
You can't take that.
You got to remember it's New York.
Sometimes you got to go because you're not gonna go back home and be like, oh, I lost. She came home like, nah, they robbed me.
Facts.
I got 2 more points.
You gotta think about the narrative.
And it's New York,
before
bro.
We get
Niggas
out,
from New York is a little arrogant, bro. But that's how you gotta be to survive in New York. So I respect it.
I hear you.
I think that she might have burned some bridges along the way, but at least she went out on her terms type shit.
She stood on business. I'm not gonna lie to you. She said, if I lost, I cheated. And then she lost.
She said, y'all niggas cheated.
They cheated.
Exactly. She said, y'all niggas
she stood
cheated.
On business. She didn't backtrack it.
And she looked, right? She looked at them niggas, the judge and said,
she said, I respect what you're saying, but like,
type shit.
You're
right. And then but then at the same time, you're saying that DreTL shouldn't have won. So maybe it's facts. So maybe you agree. I don't agree.
I got 2 caveats. I got 2 caveats. One, although Taj was the most consistent, I think he's the best artist on it. The performance felt like an overly produced. Like I don't think he needed all that. I don't think he needed all the dancers and trying to beat. I can't.
You feel me?
I felt like he was. I expected him. I expected way more out of that performance with the Lucky Day stuff.
It started tough though with like the spotlight on him.
It was a vibe, but like as soon as he came out, it didn't hit me.
He didn't see those that you're talking about.
Oh.
He hasn't seen those.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the last episode.
He didn't see the R&B joints.
The final performance.
The final performance was tough.
I'm talking about the final performance, bro.
Wasn't a hit though.
I'm saying the final performance was overly produced for a type of artist like that he is.
Okay. But sometimes you gotta adapt to the situation.
It felt like a Netflixy ass production. That's where I'm trying to go with it.
How much of that was his creative vision, and how much of that was the exact?
I would be curious to know that.
They do give input. They like. I'm pretty sure they ask you like.
Because my thing is when I saw from DreTL, right, was that he was not about to let this nigga Hitmaker tell him how to run his performance. And I feel like his ideas was tougher. And what I really fuck with about DreTL, and this may be just me, but what I was really fucking with is that I saw that him and Hitmaker weren't on the same page. He went with his own creative vision, and he didn't throw Hitmaker under the bus.
That's a fact.
He shouted him out.
He
still.
stood on business. He stood on
He
business.
shouted him out still, even though they wasn't getting along.
I'll tell you,
that's tough. That's a real artist right there.
Although I believe
Respect.
he shouldn't have got into that spot.
Yeah.
Performance wasn't fire.
I do think the performance he had the most
He made you feel something.
It was the most fun one, I guess. Like
fun is crazy.
Like I think. Okay,
Niggas was
we'll
going
talk
to
about
jail.
that.
His mom was calling him from prison. That's fun.
Yo,
to
I'm
you?
not gonna lie. It's just the way it was set up.
Alright.
Coming in, like production was like, there's no way this nigga losing.
I said that.
There's no way he's losing.
I said that, bro. I literally
He had
said
the perfect story.
You know everybody who's gonna make it to the end.
Oh, yeah.
Because like you could tell when it's like, okay, this artist got like 2 minutes of backstory while this person, they're in that person's crib.
It's off there.
They get
It's off the
interviews
rip.
on their family members. This person got the saddest story
You
of all time.
You got the jail call. You got the JPay call. Oh, he's going all the way.
Whose idea was it for him to
The Superman shit wasn't
do the
valid. That's
No,
probably
that
his
was
idea,
so
bro.
fucking corny to put a cape on
I feel
him,
like
bro.
if it might be a little corny, but I feel like it fits him.
That's what I'm saying.
My
I felt like
problem
it
with
fit.
DreTL is none of that.
What's your problem?
So I have a controversial opinion about certain things.
Let's hear the Svmbv.
I don't. So maybe this applies to me too, depending on how you view it.
Okay.
So I don't like all the time. I don't like super high pitched voices. It becomes like a lot to listen to.
Is
His
it
voice
the
is a
high
little-
pitched voice or is it the slur?
I think it's the tonal control. It's
Yeah,
just
you know what I'm
not
saying?
there.
Like I feel like
Because he gets pitchy at
Like,
times, and he's rapping, so that's
I might,
crazy.
I might burn some bridges right now for the rest of my career.
He's like, I'm never gonna get the
Keep it a
DreTL
stack.
I
feature,
might,
bro.
but like for example, like
That'd be mad crazy.
I love Lil TJ.
Okay.
I love Lil TJ. It's hard for me to listen to a Lil TJ album front to back.
I see what
I
you're saying.
see what you're saying.
Like I don't know what it is. Like sometimes like when somebody's voice is like super high pitched, it becomes like
Yeah.
Over and over and
Yeah.
over. I feel that. But then there's sometimes like when he came on the scene with Brothers,
that's what I'm saying. At
I
first,
felt that shit.
it hit, but then it was just like
Album of that song though. An
that was a
album.
joint.
An album of that. You bumping it?
not an album. But there's
That's
a lot
what
of
I'm
artists
saying.
I don't need an album from you. I just need a couple good songs from you.
Do you feel like
That's how we feel
is that
about Roddy
not a
Ricch.
problem though? Like you don't feel like if somebody's like
that's bad.
I
That's
don't
not
want
good.
an album from you.
That's not good.
That's like the whole game.
No,
Yeah.
but I think
That's
you
not
could reframe the game. I think you could be like,
Okay,
I'm a 3 to 4 song EP every go around, and every EP gonna sound a little bit
but
different.
no, bull. Eventually, your fan base is gonna be like, we want a long form.
Facts.
Why do we need that if you consistently put out EPs?
You got, I mean,
It changes the perspective.
Well,
What
I think-
if you put out 4 EPs a year and
That's
they're
not
each
gonna
like 3, 4?
I'm
that's
not gonna
not gonna
lie,
happen.
because this year I was like, I want to put out a bunch of like EPs, right?
Yeah.
And then I did it, and then the same exact question was, so when we get an album,
right.
like,
Because you know, part of the
like
issue is
niggas,
that,
niggas like we'll take that, but niggas don't care. Like
Right.
eventually, it's like we need the law. I need to be able to go in the
Who's
car
saying
and
this?
just
Is this someone who like has like is actually digesting every
Yeah.
bit of it and is actually
Yeah.
because some niggas be like not even jacking you for real and then that's,
niggas
that's like a
just be
talking
like,
point
yeah.
for them like
Now I'm talking
oh,
about
so
people who
what's the
like
album? And that's
really
like,
listen,
that's
like
I hear
really
you.
listen to the music. Like people
Okay.
will ask you like, yo, so we
Facts.
getting an album though.
Uh-huh.
There's something about it's also like the time and dedication.
Solidifying,
You treat
yeah.
it different.
facts. They expect more from an album than they
You
do
feel
from
me?
an EP.
I wanted
It's
to
like, when
ask
can I
this.
take you? It's
So
basically
you're
them
saying
saying,
like
when can I
those
take you
4
serious
projects,
right
right?
now?
Mhm.
Treated the same way as an album.
Exactly.
But
And
if you do that, then people are expecting, oh, so you better drop an album
Facts.
after, right?
right.
That's what I was curious to know. The moment that we were talking before, you were showing
Yeah.
us a little bit of the album and how you've kind of had, again, you've been stringing along some EPs and you got the series and you was like, no, this is going to be the album. And it had me thinking, because we seen the headline, it was like Doechii said,
I'm not hearing that, bro. That's
What she say?
album, bro.
she's dropping her debut album,
Her
even
debut
though the
studio
Alligator
album.
Bites it's like an EP, even though
They said no. It's a mixtape.
it's a mixtape. Even though
Okay.
it kind
It's
of
an
like
album.
hits
It
all
plays-
the
It's an album.
it hits all of the
So this is where it gets
the
tricky.
recipe
This is
for
where
an
it gets
album.
tricky. So sometimes you get in a situation
album.
like that. That's like the term and like politics stuff with like the
Exactly.
label side
So
of
what
it.
defines an album?
Because really, what defines an album is whatever the label says.
Exactly.
This is an album.
And that's exactly what I said. I said, don't get it twisted. Because this nigga Ease was like, it's about how much money they put into it. And I'm like, no. It's literally just based on them.
Terms.
And a lot of times, exactly. And a lot of times it's gonna be based on how much this gets spun.
Yep.
What the sales look
Yes.
like, what
Yes.
what it looks like when it
Yes.
comes to the projections.
Yes.
That's really what it comes down to.
Because let's say
I've
you
seen
sell
it.
like 50, 60.
You feel me? It's like
And
we
it was
can't call that the
projected
album.
like 100.
It's a highly
not-
acclaimed mixtape.
It's
But
highly
we can't-
acclaimed.
But we can't call that the album.
So but if it doesn't sell what it's supposed to sell, we're gonna reshape it a little
Exactly.
bit. Let's call it the
the
so
mixtape.
so
and then we
you
gonna
think
get you
if
the album.
Alligator Bites gets 200,000
That would've been
first
the album.
week, they would have
200,000 is crazy.
I think
150, like 100, 120. I know.
If the second
climate,
if the second project was always the plan, no. But if this was really like a situation where it was like, let's reframe it, then yeah, they would have said.
You feel me? They would have been like, no, that was the album. They said, I don't fuck what you got going on. That was the album.
That's the one.
And it's even
save that for next year.
And like the way it was rolled out.
Yeah. And
she had the singles, the videos with the singles.
And for them, it works because again, you want your artist for a longer time.
For sure.
So it's like, no, let's hold on for this next one.
I was gonna wonder, like, how does that work with a like a contract where it's like you might have a 4-album deal, and they're like, no, that's not an album. That's not an album. And
they
it's
can
like,
say no.
Damn, bro, you turn like a 4-album
into
deal
like 7,
to
8
10 projects
because. That's what I'm saying.
That one.
It's a predatory business.
The label eventually is gonna be like, no, this is the album.
No, because they'll say this isn't good enough.
Facts.
Or this isn't counted as an album. If you're like, let's say you're in a position where like you're high rolling, you're making a lot of bread. Oh no, that's not the album. We need like another one, right? Now, if you're on the other side and you're not selling, let's get this guy out of here.
Yeah, facts. They're gonna be like, no, drop it, hurry up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's get it over with. We already know what we're in
keep
for.
dropping all that bullshit.
This just gives me Chance all over.
But Chance was genuinely dropping mixtapes though, because the music was also free. He wasn't selling it.
He Coloring Book came out, then he's getting best new artist.
Because Coloring Book was fire.
New? This nigga's been out for 3-4 years.
Jelly Roll just got nominated.
It had been more.
The Grammy thing was Jelly Roll. He's been around for mad long. Because new artists is like you new to them.
Facts. You new to the industry. And that's a fact. Chance was new to the industry when he won that.
Yeah.
He had got the cosign from Kanye the year before.
He had been around for a long time. He definitely been putting work for mad.
Like we know Chance from 2011. We know that. But he hadn't been Chance, the rapper type shit.
But Tori Monet got new artist of the year.
We've been.
What? 2014.
Yeah.
Been.
So best new artist or debut album, that's all subjective to the public perception.
I will say
public
for
perception
Doechii, though,
and politics.
calling it your debut studio album is crazy though, because like it was released under the label. So it's like, what was it then? Like even if it was a mixtape, still though, like
it's technically not the debut.
But even
you know what I mean? That's like saying Section 80 is
I know
not
for me,
Kendrick's
I'm gonna
debut
run that
studio
play.
album.
I'm gonna run that play. Whenever I get there, I'm gonna say, yo, this is the debut studio.
Yeah. No,
But that's their debut, but this the debut studio joint.
It's different.
Yeah.
Feel me?
It's different. It's different vibe.
That's what SZA did. Feel me? When she dropped Control. But the thing about Control though is that even when she was talking about it, it's like she didn't feel like they invested that much into that album. Shit's a classic.
That's crazy to think.
And there's no way they was gonna say that's not the album, but they might have if it didn't sell.
If it didn't sell, I could easily see Control just being
that's
shape.
We have another one coming up.
They was like, yeah, bro, it's just another one of the series. Like she just dropped Z. Like it's just, you feel me? It's just continuing like that.
Samba could get what's it called? Drop that album.
Yeah.
BMA's nomination for best new artist. I'm gonna be like, yo, I've heard of him since 2021, bro. Where y'all been? Do you remember that? Do you remember how we got hip to you
early? I feel like it was definitely like last year. It was definitely like 2023.
It was 2022.
It's
it was
not.
2023.
It was 2022.
2023, and I'll tell you why.
Let me introduce.
2023. All right,
let me hit the intro, and then we can talk.
It might have been 2023 beginning.
It was 2023.
He's wrong.
It was probably beginning.
I'm wrong.
I think no.
Yo,
you're delusional.
I'm not.
No bullshit. He's spitting. That was
You heard what
2023.
he said.
That was the beginning of last year.
No.
Hold on. Hey man,
I think that was January or February of 2023.
You already know how we rocking. It's delusional on the mic, clearly, right?
Sure.
Right? That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Hey, new episode of Bad
Yes.
for the Community. Rob the 508 Gold on the mic. I got Nate next to my right.
How you doing?
And we got Samba in the room.
Yeah,
that's
what's
Samba
good?
with 2 V's. All right. Make sure when y'all put your Googles in, y'all tap into the music. Svmbv.
There's been a train. I just need to address this real quick.
Let's hear it.
There's a couple of people getting it wrong. I've been seeing a lot of SVMBA. I don't know how you can do that because that's Svmbv. Right? If you change the letters, they both have to be the same in order for it to make phonetic sense. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
a lot of you niggas don't got that.
Yo, the man
sitting
sitting across from me is a Swiss Army knife in every sense of the word. I'm talking elite singer, songwriter, producer, engineer.
Word.
This nigga clearly got into music and said, I don't need nobody for this shit. Clearly,
That's
bro.
right.
You ever try to make a video too?
I mean,
Set some shit on the tripod and be directed Samba
that's what
too?
I was doing before. Like,
Oh my God. What? Wasn't waiting
My
on
nigga
no
Jack of all trades.
Nah,
Bullshit. Last name.
I like that.
Jack
I
of all
like-
My
trades.
nigga
That's
Jack,
hard.
middle
My
name of
nigga
all,
Jack,
last name
all
trades. You feel
trades.
me? It's my nigga Jack, bro.
That's a
locked in.
bar.
No bullshit.
That's a bar.
No bullshit.
But now, when I generally say like you, one of the most talented artists on the scene, like bar none,
Appreciate
like
that.
there's a lot of people I could say they're talented for sure, and I genuinely mean they're talented. Like I could be like, yo, you're talented. I like the music. It's just, I mean, your music's good. Maybe
Yeah.
not for me though.
Type shit.
I feel like a lot of people fall in that box. You can
Yeah.
still be good, talented, and when I hear the sound, like, nah, he knows music. He knows musicality. And this is why I know 2022 at least, bro.
No.
So I'm gonna break this down and I'm gonna explain. Wait, now I'm gonna explain to you why you're wrong.
No, I'm gonna tell
you
you
go
first.
first. You go first.
Right.
You go first. You go first.
It was Rhyme or Reason.
He's just wrong.
It was the first Rhyme or Reason that we did live, and it was at the first set that we ever did.
2023.
So I'm gonna explain to you why I know you're wrong.
We on
Now
the
that,
first
now
set,
that you set yourself
2023.
up. All right, the trap
We
was
didn't
set.
leave until the summer, bro.
hold on.
Nicole dropped
Wait,
Shine
yes.
in the comments.
Yes,
We
so
listened to it. I was like,
break
who
it.
is this
Hold on,
nigga?
wait. So watch
We
this.
didn't
Watch
leave until
this.
the summer,
Peep
bro.
game. I'm gonna break.
No, I'm not talking
understand
about
it
when
now.
I physically met him.
All right, peep
We
game.
didn't leave
So
until the summer.
I dropped Shine October 2022. Correct. October 31st, 2022.
All right, he right. Fuck.
Now I got. So you said who dropped it in the chat? Who dropped it in the chat? Nicole, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get to the Sound Lab until March
All right.
2023.
Yeah.
Nicole
Nigga
didn't
came
even
with
hear
his
my
receipts.
music until like 2 to 3 weeks after that.
Yeah.
So now we're talking like March, April 2023. Minimum.
Yo, when
The
you've been,
earliest, March 2023.
you've
Niggas
been
like,
doing it for
damn.
so long, bro. It's
Nah.
all a blur. You feel me? It's
I'm
all
saying
a
like
blur.
this.
Like,
It's okay.
My earliest music is 2021. Like you
Okay.
had said before.
yeah,
but nah, that was 2023.
that was
You gotta learn
'Cause I
how
only
to
got-
just,
I only
you
got
gotta
to the
learn
Sound
how
Lab
to
at
fold them,
2023,
bro.
bro.
Because I was like, nah, that's fair. But then I was like, actually, that doesn't really make sense because I gotta remember January, February, March. That's when we started doing it. Like around that area, we had the
Yep.
plans to do it. So sometime in there, and that was 2023. Had to be because we didn't leave that Roxbury spot until like April, May. Then we were at NOSA, but then we didn't get to BTO until like
toward
September.
like last quarter of the
You feel me?
yeah.
Like September, and then
and then from
August.
24 and on, we've been here.
exactly.
All right, fuck it, you got me. All right, but
Yeah.
that is how we got introduced.
Your point
to
still
you.
stands though.
Yeah,
Your point
that's
still
how
That
we
is
got
how we
introduced.
got hip though.
So
Yeah.
it was the first
I remember
Rhyme or
watching
Reason
that.
live stream we ever did, and Nicole was like, "Yo, y'all gotta listen to this." And the moment I heard that, I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I had to go listen to more music, and that was like my pick of the week. Like I was like, out of all the music we played, it's this because the way you could transition from singing or rapping and all that, like.
And interestingly enough, shortly after that was the
G-Camp.
second Genius Camp that
Yep.
I was at, and that's when I met you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you was engineering and shit, and I was like, okay, now I understand. I'm putting faces to names. Like niggas is what's going on over here? Like, oh, these niggas got so many talents. I was like, this is tough.
Yeah.
So that was when we got to meet. You feel me? And that was when I was able to understand more a little bit and like dive a little more into like your process. You feel me? And being more hands on with it.
Yeah.
So I got to like I just learned a little bit more. I know Nicole had said in the chat like this is like because you had produced those records. You know me and like all that stuff. So we had known a little bit, but seeing it firsthand was crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was really locked in.
Where did we meet in person?
I was really thinking about this on the way here. I was like, I know I met Nate at G Camp.
Mhm.
I never met Eves.
He's like to this day.
Yeah. I think I might have seen him in person maybe once.
And niggas be in, bro.
I might have seen him
No,
once.
He
though.
wasn't at the Brockton Chamber.
He might have.
I don't think
No,
so.
he was because we played 2K together.
He was?
So
And
he
that was the
at
only time I
Brockton
ever
Chamber.
seen him like in person, really.
But you never had like a
Yeah,
conversation.
I never really had a conversation
He was
because
there?
I pieced it with y'all outside, and then I went back inside.
Okay.
I see.
And
I
then-
see.
Yeah, he was
I think
there.
maybe I don't know when I met you.
Maybe he was there too.
It might have been low key.
Like
Obviously, we knew of each other.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I think that might have been the first time I met you.
Unless before that we were doing the C-Dub joint. Because then it might have been that.
I don't know if he
No, I
was,
wasn't there that episode.
Wasn't that?
no,
Okay.
no.
I wasn't there.
Oh,
that episode.
we were there twice though. We had an episode, then we came back to record the freestyles.
I seen y'all during the freestyles.
Okay,
what it was.
okay. There you
The
go.
Word?
freestyles. Yeah, I
There
seen
you
y'all
go.
during the freestyles.
Because
yeah.
Ease wasn't there that day because he
That
didn't have to be
couldn't
there.
have been.
I didn't chop it with you though. I seen y'all though.
Okay, I see.
Like I said probably the first time I ever spoke to you was at that chamber.
Okay.
But shit, I mean, even since then, bro, you've been working, bro. Not even on your own projects. Like I'm talking other people's shits
Yeah.
too. Where I double tap the 3 dots. I'm like, who wrote this shit, right? And it's Ensemble the name right there, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I got to hear like the origin story of how you even first of all got into all these different bags, but then made the transition of working with the Sound Lab.
So I always have to do it every time. Shout out Big Sis. Growing
Biggest
up,
supporter?
she was singing like since we were
fire.
kids. So I want to say like my earliest memories going to church every single week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
This is in Brockton.
Yeah, seeing her sing. I never really had no interest. I always tell the story. I remember my mom would say, "Hey," she came to me one day. She was like, "You're gonna sing with your sister." And I started bawling, crying So I
He's
ain't
like,
wanna
no.
Wait.
I'm like, nah.
Did you not like going to church, period? Or just
No,
like the choir
church. Oh yeah,
aspect?
I was King Jesus, bro. What?
King
All that, bro. Like
Church is dope when you're a kid, low key.
I'll send you a photo. You see me with my Bible like this, 3-piece suit, all that. Nah,
I can see.
I grew up, my dad, pops is a pastor, so like I grew up.
Okay, so
that makes a lot of
yeah, I
that was
love
part
that,
of the
all
culture.
that. Yeah, so that was the problem.
I
love
me, God.
You feel me?
Swim them.
Twisted.
Y'all getting tired of hearing
Like,
about me. Nigga. We speak.
Yeah, no, we on that. But
Speak
nah,
every day, every night before.
He
I
be
go
like,
to
"Hey guys, your favorite again." Brockton. He be like,
I had no interest in singing though.
I feel you.
I had no interest in
Was
that.
it what was the reason though?
I don't know. I think it was just a kid and I just didn't want to go on stage. Like I don't know why I started.
Okay.
I don't know why I started crying. Real talk.
That's
like
what
I never
was
really
like,
understood
damn,
that.
all right.
no.
But
But okay.
Yeah, so I always watched my sister, and then that eventually evolved until she started making music.
Mhm.
Like actually like going to the studio and recording.
Fine. Okay.
So I would go with her like, to some of her sessions. I started seeing that.
How old were you at this time?
I want to say she was like 12, 13. So
She
I
in the
was like,
studio at 12.
yeah, she was early.
Oh, she
So
knew
I
what
was
she
like,
wanted to do.
so I was like 9, 10,
Okay.
okay.
right? So I'm like, okay, cool. This is like 2014, 2015.
Got you.
I'm like, okay, I'm seeing this do this. So it was,
That's so crazy.
he's-
I feel
wait,
mad old.
he's technically like my brother-in-law, but not really my brother-in-law, but like technically he's my, it's, you know,
yeah,
family like that.
shit.
Yeah.
Family shit.
So I remember I'm like, oh, I want to learn how to do that, like produce.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, if you get a laptop, right, I'll get you right. I got the laptop. He didn't get me right. I love though.
It'd be like that.
I love though, right?
Because I could have understood the first channel, like, yo, get serious. Like, if you
Yeah.
get the laptop, that showed
Yeah.
me that you're a
So-
little bit more serious.
Yeah, but he didn't end up following
Not
through
a
on
man,
that. But I was like,
right.
cool. I'm a kid of the internet, and now I got a laptop.
Yeah.
At like 9, 10. I'm
Lock
like,
in.
I'm going in. I found Logic, started messing around on that. Still never recorded myself. Still no. It took like maybe 4 or 5 years later because I started playing instruments around that time. I picked up saxophone when I was 9.
Let me find out this nigga does that too.
I started playing guitar when I was like 12.
Mhm.
I get to middle school. I get to like late middle school or early high school. I'm like, I'm taking the jazz thing serious. Like I'm playing, you know what I'm saying? All that.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm like, all right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm 14. I'm going to do all these. I'm going to do these little Berkeley camps. I'm going to get into districts. I'm going to audition for all these groups.
Right.
You feel me? I'm going to get to like 17, 18. I'm going to
You
audition.
was
I'm going
trying
to
to
get into
enter
Berkeley.
that track.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing
Yeah.
the thing. Because that's what I'm seeing everybody around me do.
For sure. And he was in a church. So I think those
I didn't even
things-
play in church, no.
I was about to say, like, because you were around some of that stuff,
Yeah.
like as a younger kid, it's easier
It
to
made
like
sense.
identify. You feel me,
It
for
started like,
yourself, too.
everything started clicking, feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, okay, boom. But still no intention of singing.
Right.
None. I was rapping at like 9, 10 though.
you gotta hear some of those. I know you know one of them.
Nah. I don't remember a
If
single.
we talking about high pitched rap,
But my voice dropped early.
really?
Yeah. I remember coming into
Her
like,
sister's like, that nigga sounded like a
Facts.
grown man.
I remember
Hello.
coming into 6th grade. I look at the
What's up?
videos now and I'm like, my voice wasn't even that deep. I remember coming into 6th grade and niggas be like, yo, what happened, bro? Like, I
Like,
remember
what
niggas
you
being
mean?
like, yo, like,
Some of
niggas walking, yo, what's good, my nigga?
You didn't even have a phase where you're like your voice cracked or nothing. Like
Nah, it was
grown
just
man
done.
voice.
Probably
It
just one
was
summer.
just
Yeah,
done.
one summer it was just like, yeah.
I just came in like cooked. But yeah, nah.
You
I
a
started
lucky
playing
nigga.
jazz seriously. Like I'm getting heavy into the jazz. Like,
Right.
I'm doing everything. And then quarantine happens when I'm 14, 15.
That's not crazy.
That is dope.
That's crazy, nigga. You was this is yo.
Yeah, I was 15. I was 15 because
Yeah,
it was
now you
2020.
old, nigga. Now you know. Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I be feeling.
That shit aged me so quickly.
Now you know how I be feeling.
Yo, I'm crying.
Cause this nigga's in college. Like I'm about to graduate.
Like,
It was a
junior in college.
It was vibe. I'm starting having fun. One of my mans, he was going to the studio. I'm like, I'm gonna go with you.
What was the studio? It was like his home studio.
Dover. On Dover Street.
Okay,
His
that's
podcast spot at
okay,
Dover.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, we're growing up. We know them, you know, the BTL niggas. They're next door. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
nigga, let's go. I'm trying to see them niggas. Let's
Right.
go. So we go. We go into the studio. And I used to use Logic before. So I'm remembering this stuff. He's like, I got to go in the booth. I got to record. I'm like, boom, I'm going to go press the button. Boom. So from there, he was like, yo, you better be my engineer. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but word, let's run it. We started doing that. I started getting into making beats again, but my shit was still trash. So I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't going to give it to this nigga. I'm going to still work on this. but-
Yeah, just
Yeah, I'm still
behind the scenes
engineer.
type shit. Yeah.
Still engineering. I had like 5 plugins. I'm like, I'm lit though. I started pirating everything.
type
Got
shit.
the wave suite. I'm like, oh, I'm lit.
Oh, that's
Nigga
all you
was-
need.
Nigga was
Mm.
sailing the 7.
Like I'm smooth, running all that. Paused again because we went back to school. And then his pops was like, nah, y'all can't like keep being in here all the time. Like he was Cape Verdean. He was like, you know,
What is that?
He's FOB though. He was FOB, so he was like, "Oh, you have to let the computer stop. You have to stop on the computer.
Yo, that is some Cape Verdean shit to come up with a fake reason why some
like,
shit can't.
You have to let the computer stop. You have to let it breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like he was real serious about that.
So, like, that's a great impersonation.
That's probably exactly what the nigga said. Exactly how he said it.
I remember he specifically said, he was like, "You have to let it cool down." I'm like, all right, bro. You just don't want us in the spot. We get it.
Facts.
All right, boom. So I started putting bread together. I asked my parents, like, we're gonna go half.
Okay.
Get the equipment. I put the equipment in the basement. And then
I think that's dope in itself.
Nobody came through though.
No, but that's dope in itself.
Yeah.
You saying like your parents going half on you. Like they believe in the vision at
my
this
parents,
point.
they were African parents, but they were like, not the African parents were like, you have to be a doctor. It was just like, whatever you're gonna do, you still have to be like the best though. Like you have to be number one.
I respect
like that's it. No, like when I started playing, it was like, all right, to 5 o'clock. Yo, did you practice?
Facts.
Did you practice? That's
tough.
the only reason I started getting nice was because my parents were on me about that. It's like, whatever you're gonna do, all right, boom, we gonna help you, but nigga, like,
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So I put the equipment in the basement. Nobody ended up coming through, and someone was like, "Oh, like you making all these people like get you right. Why aren't you like doing this for yourself?" Because I didn't realize I was writing.
Yeah.
But I would be like, "Yo, say this. Nah, don't say that. Nah, say this. Say this instead. Try this instead." So I was like, "Okay, why don't I just do that for myself?" So I pulled the tune up, started. Okay, bang. The first song is gone. You can't find it. You can probably find it on like YouTube or like SoundCloud. But like, all right, bang. I put that one out. Didn't do nothing because I put it on New Year's Day of because I didn't know how distribution worked.
See, you wasn't thinking.
Right. But I'm like, I'm gonna do my little triller. You know what I'm saying? Have my sisters in it. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. Put that out, didn't do nothing. Made the beat. It was the first time I went start to finish. Recorded, mixed, smashed it, the whole thing. Cool. And I just got like Pro Tools at this time too.
With your ears now, like where's the quality at that point?
That was like, if on a scale, if where I'm at to 10 right now, that was like 6.
I bet.
It wasn't bad. It was just because I had been around it at this point for I'm 15, 16. I've been around it for 5 years. Like I've seen the process. It's just now for myself, it was like, all right, this is a little bit different because I'm still not nice on my engineering yet. That came because I started doing sessions more and more because the kid I was helping, he was in choir. So we go back to school and then words start trickling around like, yo, bro got a studio at the crib.
Type shit.
Okay.
So then one person comes through, they put the record out and then everybody's like, oh, so then another kid comes and then another kid comes and then boom, boom, boom. I was running that up. School is ending.
You charging for this too at the time?
I was letting niggas come to the crib for $30 for 4 hours. I didn't care. It was just like
that's
$30.
Experience at that time is more important than
as kids in high school.
As kids, yo, $30.
You want to?
I'm not gonna say who, bro. Yeah,
bro.
I'm not gonna say
cookie
who.
money,
I've
bro.
had niggas act like they didn't have the money. The $30. Like bro said, yo,
mid-session.
After.
Oh, that's crazy.
It'd be like, I don't have your data, nigga. That's it.
Bro. I was too nice, though.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't save it.
It was my mans at the time, so I'm like, all right, bro.
Nah, and I think and like I said, I think at that time, experience is more important than the bread.
For sure.
No bull.
For what it is that you're working towards as well,
a fact.
which is good.
I just kept doing that. It was time for me to go to college, though. I'm African. They're like,
so you got to
you're going to school.
So you got to do that.
But are you still on that Berkeley track?
Yeah, I was still doing the thing, but after quarantine, when that happened, I started realizing like, yo, I'm gonna go place house phone. I'm gonna be broke, bro. Like I'm gonna have no money. Like, because think about like, all right, I want to do this, that, and the third with my life. I don't think it's gonna equate. Like I'm gonna be struggling to survive.
Right.
So that's when I started getting back into the production thing around that time. It's like, let me just try this, you know. But at this point, I'm 17, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to make this happen, right? So I'm like, I remember I made a promise with my mom. She was like, all right. I was like, give me a year. I'm gonna see like if something happens like before I graduate, then like, all right, I won't go to school. She's like, deal. And then
what does that look like though?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what that means. I'm just like
what on her end would let her know that like, well, I
don't know.
the benchmark.
I think for them it's bring the contract. Bring the contract.
Bring the contract.
Bring the contract. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, boom. So if I get the $1 million deal, we good.
All right.
$1 million deal obviously didn't come because I didn't even end up putting no music out that year because I was so focused on doing all the stuff. I joined choir that year. I joined the theater, all that. I was doing all that throughout the year. I didn't put no music out. I dropped one little EP at the end of the year because I remembered I gotta go back to school in like 4 months. So if I don't figure this out, I'm cooked. Obviously didn't end up working out. And then I chose not to go to like music school, Berkeley and all that just because I got scholarships, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Because my sister was at school at the same time. I'm like, my parents aren't gonna be able to help me.
For sure.
So it's gonna be all on me. So I was like, can't do that. Went to UML, That's a little for like I'm in there for a semester.
Yo, why? When was this, bro?
This is 2020.
I was gonna say you was.
I probably was gone by
then. You was
then.
out of there, bro.
I graduated high school 2022.
You was out of there, bro. You was
gone.
gone.
I already graduated college in 2021.
This nigga, he sat up a little bit. He's like, bro, he was
no. But I want you to know, regardless, I don't have to go to school with him at that time to know that you and Mel's got a pipeline, bro.
They do.
They got a pipeline.
I didn't even know Clark went there.
Clark,
I found out recently.
Homo, me,
it's not you,
don't.
It's niggas. Do not give that. White
that.
institution credit for y'all
Yo,
niggas.
shout out you and Mel. Shout out you and Mel.
I'm just saying, there's a lot.
Is it shout out you and Mel? Is it?
No, I'll say this. So I was there for because I was like, I'm not gonna do music performance because I'm nice. I'm dead nice. I already got into Berkeley. I'm nice. All right, cool. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do music business because I want to figure out how I'm gonna get to where I gotta get to.
I like
so I don't gotta stay in the school forever and keep paying these payments. Because this time, this is expensive and I'm paying myself.
Right.
You know what? You know what's the scam though?
What?
They're not gonna teach you what you really need to learn till third or fourth year.
That's
first 2 years is bullshit. They just making you take general classes.
I checked the whatchamacallit, I'm not sure what the term is, but it's like it shows you what classes you're gonna take.
The pathway, I guess. Yeah,
the pathway, right? I'm like, okay, I'm only gonna start. Actually, I'm gonna take music business 1 sophomore year, really, and then the end of it is I'm gonna go get an internship. So this is after like I did fall semester, and I was also taking classes at Massachusetts because I wanted to like save some bread.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, all right, boom, and I'm doing it, and I'm like, yo, after my fall semester, I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, if the end is an internship, why don't I just go like get an internship now, get ahead of the curve? I applied for actually here at the record co and the Sound Lab. So I applied to both. Record co, they never got back to me. But it's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Full circle moment though.
Yeah. But Sound Lab, I got hit back, went over there, did my little interview. Crazy because the niggas didn't even know. It was just Devo in the room. He's like, I see Khan go in the room. He's like, yo, we got an interview. I hear Devo like, what? Interview? He comes out the room, chop it up with him. J Rose comes in. We all chop it up. I'm there. Within like a week or 2 weeks, I was hired because again, I already had.
What does that process look like? What are they testing you on? What are they trying to find out?
First day, I went in the room. J Rose hits me on a Sunday morning like, yo, pull up. I don't even know if I got the internship or not. I had my interview. No words after that. It was a Sunday. I came in. All right, boom, 30 minutes on the clock. Pulls up like just fresh stems. It was like, all right, mix this down. So I did a stem mix, 30 minutes. Give me another stem mix, another 30 minutes. All right, boom, pulls the mic out the booth. All right, you gonna record me. Starts recording. And he's like, all right, you gonna have to help me write it
get a
though.
whole
So now I'm
album
helping
out of
write.
you.
So now I'm helping him write it too, like at the same time. It's like, all right, boom. And then I went home after that. And then it's like, all right, you smooth. So that's how I got in. It was a wild process. I'm not gonna hold you. It was crazy.
Because if he didn't hire you, he just got free work.
No bullshit. Kinda. But he already mixed those songs though.
I was gonna say,
I found out he already mixed those songs.
I think that part of it was just like, because I think that's usually when you're doing like studio internships, it's not always like that.
No.
But a lot of what they're just trying to see is where you're at.
Are you like that?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's
really
what
do you practice?
Because on my resume, because I had done so much work the year before, my resume was crazy. Just like, all right, niggas can lie though.
Facts. You just want to see what you could do.
You really like that.
And
so
then,
and I was really like that.
You proved it because
I was really like that.
Because it's the facts.
I did that. Maybe like 2 weeks later, I got hired, and then it's been ever since then. Like, I didn't really plan on being an artist at the time. I was still like songwriter, all that. I had put out like one little project before, but I was like, I put my first project out then. But I was just more like, I'm just putting music just for the sake of music because I still don't get how I'm gonna do what I need to do. I don't understand this like, what's my career gonna look like?
Do you know that now?
Yes, because I was 18 at the time.
So the Sama in front of me right now.
Yeah, I know exactly what I want to do.
All the bag of tricks you got.
I know what I want to do.
What's that end goal?
Okay, so for me, so right now at 20, right? Put out
this guy's 20. He's 10 years in. Ain't that fucking crazy? He's got 10 years of experience at 20 years old. That's nuts. I don't know. You acting like it's normal,
I don't think
bro.
I don't think that's
fault.
great. You know what
I feel like most, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
If
If you really Google it, like most people who are like that,
Yeah.
it starts young because it has to be like prodigious,
Yeah.
or to like excel, like to be above your class.
Exactly.
You in order to like cut through, you have to have a lot of like things going into it.
Yeah.
Because if you start later, you have a lot to make up for because you're going up against the niggas who have been doing it for a lot long, right?
Facts.
So for me now, I'm like, all right, boom. I songwrite, I produce, I engineer. I'm an artist. Okay. So the way I see it, like for myself. In order for me to do the things I need to do, I need to push myself as an artist first because I'm going to take it to a place that I can't push anybody else to first.
That's a fact.
Right? Because I can only give so much of myself to everybody else. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to push myself still at the same time, sharpening my pen by working with other people, producing and engineering at the same time. But the focus is myself right now, pushing myself. right? So it's like, do what I have to do for like, I see it like maybe 26, 27, hit my like, Lord willing, like hit that moment. Like, all right, boom, like I'm big now.
A real debut album. No, fuck.
I would say the debut album like 26, 27, but like, it's like, all right,
that's when you hit
I've made like
your industry,
millions, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
in,
good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've made the connections I need to. I'm established. Like, it's like, I can say like at 26, 27, I'm like,
big dog.
This is not household name, but like, this is a name that like, yo, if you know, like, nah, he's really like that. So then I can turn around and parlay those resources back into, okay, because throughout this, I'm still writing and producing for other people. Because if you're hot as an artist, like people want that sound anyway. Because the turnaround is, all right, I get to 26, 27. I already have placements under my belt. Yep. I'll parlay that. Everything's already under the same thing. And then all my publishing starts racking up, I turn around, I start going more into the writing and developing. That's my thing with writing. It's not just writing for somebody. Like for me, it's like, I'm going to make sure like when you debut or when you come out, like you're an artist. Like you're ready to go. The songs, joints, the look is all there.
So you slash like, A&R too.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna transition that into, all right, let me develop these artists. Let me go back into where I came from. Really make that move around. Really make shit like shake as far as, all right, you're talented. This is what you need though. You need a record. This is what this is the timeline, bang, start doing that. Not necessarily signing people to myself.
But understanding where they need to grow and
give them what they need for this moment. You go get a deal, I'm good. I got my publishing, boom, run it. So that you don't have to feel like you tied down to me. I'm not all the way responsible for you.
Yeah, you're not a manager.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'm gonna give you what you need right now.
Type shit.
What makes you think that you're gonna be incentivized to want to do that if your own individual career is already popping and you can be financially secure?
Because that's my whole reason for doing music in the first place.
Nigga love the game.
So so it's out of that. It's not a financial
not just like,
reason.
Because financially, it would make more sense for me to just keep doing what I'm doing. But here's the other side of that. It's financially makes more sense for me to do what I'm doing now. When I'm like 30, going 1, 2, 3, 4 on stage is like I obviously some people have like long careers, and I'll continue to continue performing, but the long play, because I'm gonna be 40, 50, if niggas aren't pressing play on my songs no more, right? How am I generating the money? Well, if I have 15 to 20 records that I'm writing on coming out a year, or 15 to 20 records I'm producing on coming out a year,
15% there, 20% there, yeah.
It racks up. And again, that money, publishing money goes a long way. A record goes in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big spin. All that stuff keeps parlaying. So that by the time I'm like 30, right, I can sit down, do the elevation records, 10 year, you know what I'm saying, anniversary, all my artists on stage performing. I'm so proud of you guys. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the legacy play with it. Because again, for me, it's like, I feel like what I can do for my community, I'm in a position to do something that like,
not many people.
Like I can blow it out the water bigger than myself because it makes it bigger and I'll be smooth. I know if I take care of all these people now, if I invest in all these people, then like they're going to take care of me when it comes for that time.
And they might not even have to have that be an active process.
I was saying, and if you choose not to, it's cool. Your publisher will take care of you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's like, all right, now it makes sense how I can parlay everything I do and do everything simultaneously without taking away. Obviously, there's seasons where one is more than others, but making sure I'm planting the seeds now for later when I don't have the energy to get up at, 1 a.m. and go on tour for 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? When I decide, I want to have a family and I want to settle down, I can still work. Because I set up the groundwork when I was young to be like, oh yeah, he's already the go-to for the R&B. He's already the go-to for this. He's already the go-to for that. It's already the point where I don't even have to, you make a phone call and it's boom, get this record out, make this record out.
That's good business, bro.
And if I parlay that now, it allows me to get to 30 and like, okay, this artist, they have potential, or you're a producer. Okay, I can make this play right now. You just need to go sit with this person. I already work with this person as a writer, so bang.
You got it all figured out.
It's good business, bro.
I don't know
if I have it all figured out, but that's my plan right now.
I was about to say, like the steps are there though. That's the key. Yeah. It's less about the path. It's less about the individual.
I'll figure out all the
You feel me? Like, but you have the path set out for you. And I think that it's going back to the thing that you had mentioned before about your parents and like the faith that they put into you. You feel me? It's like I think that you're also around a lot of people that are gonna hold you to that.
Yes.
Where it's like you're at the Sound Lab, you feel me? You got Nicole right there, you feel me? Your sister's in the room with you right now, you feel me? Same thing. You're around a bunch of artists that are motivated and driven in their own right. So you're not going, niggas not gonna let you veer.
No.
You feel me? So that's the key as well. Like I think that's a huge part of it. It's also making sure that you surround yourself with people that are gonna continue not only to motivate you, but to push you.
Yeah.
Because there might be moments where you're like, I got this coming up. I'm not really it's like, nigga, get in the fucking studio, bro. Like you're locked in.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Or like pick up the pen, whatever, you're locked in and they're locked in with you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another piece of it. That's another testament to just the work that you've put in. Because it's not just the business. It's also the relationships.
That's a fact.
It's also the community.
That's a fact.
You feel me? And like
That's
without that, like where are we how are we supposed to do it? We can't do it all on our own.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? But you got yourself like you're surrounding yourself with the people that are gonna help keep you there. You know what I'm saying?
And for me, like coming into that community, because
I'll shout out the community. I'll never shout out no white institution. That's crazy. But I will shout out the community that you got built.
Yeah, like
that shit's fire.
Because I came into that. Like the Sound Lab and all that was already a thing.
Right.
And I've watched it kind of grow a little bit.
And you've contributed to that as well.
That's a fact. So for me, it's like, all right, I know what this did for me at 18.
Mm-hmm.
So where you see me at 20, where I'm like, nah, I'm nice now, was because you took a kid who was able to do it himself, right? He had the facility, but he didn't have the like access to, I got this $5,000 compressor, I can just run my vocals through it real quick, like it's nothing. I have access to the facility 24 hours a day in Brockton.
Right.
You know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's on the east side. Like, I can go 10 minutes away from the crib and I can like make a high quality, like a real professional joint. I'm like, all right, cool. So now I imagine that when I started, right, at like 9, 10. So it's like, if I had that when I was 9, 10, that's why I'm like, it's so important for me to turn around and not just like, because I know there's going to be a kid at 9, 10 who could change everything if I just put a hand out and give the resources necessary.
Now, it sounds like how willing you are to just work with people and be able to like help them grow. Does it ever get to a point where it's draining though?
I would say
especially
there's times,
the more successful they get, the more kind of dependent they might be on you.
There is definitely times where I'm like, yo, you asking a lot of me right now. And what I'm learning now that I didn't know at first was, okay, well, you have to set boundaries. And I had a conversation with somebody and they were like, well, you have to communicate with people that what you're doing isn't your job. And like what you're doing isn't necessarily regular. So that's something that I've understood. Like, okay, well, I got to start like, hey, making an effort to say, no, I'm doing this for you.
Exactly.
This is what I should be doing.
Exactly.
But I'm going to do this for you because of this, that, and the third.
Type shit. Because some niggas ungrateful.
Yeah. This is where it makes, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is where it makes sense on the business side for me. This is where it doesn't. But because I believe in you, I'm going to make it make sense. And the same way that I expect people to hold me accountable, it's holding those people accountable.
Exactly.
Like, I can't do that right now.
Exactly.
I've had to learn how to say no. And that was probably the hardest thing. Being able to be like, nah, I can't do that.
And then I'll tell you this, for me, like, I don't know if this is a similar experience, but for me, when it comes to like telling people and making sure that those boundaries are set, it's about, I can let you know. And if you're not okay with that answer, then you're telling me everything I need to know about you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, if I have boundaries set and I'm making them clear to you, you feel me?
And you don't respect that,
and you don't respect it, then that's
word. That's who you
are. Understood. And I think that's why it's important to have those though.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might not know if you're like, if you don't set them, sometimes people will take advantage of you.
Yeah.
And you will think that it's just, you will get in the mindset of thinking that it's normal because that's just how it is. That's just how it's been.
That's a fact.
And I think that when you're able to set them, then you set not only a professional standard for yourself, but also that emotional standard as well.
Yeah.
Where don't get too attached to what I got going on because I'm not yours and you're not mine type shit. Like we are all artists.
That's my main thing. Like,
each other.
That's why I love the publishing side of it as opposed to like, let me go start a publishing company as opposed to like, let me go start a record label.
Type shit.
I started a record label. You sign that paper. As much as you're responsible for my profits,
now you're responsible
I'm responsible for your career. Which is like, I don't know about niggas.
But let's keep it at the music.
That's not that kind of pressure.
The music can belong to us.
Like, you gonna come into my office crying like, my mom did this sound. Like,
you ruined my life.
Whoa. Now as I be like,
the music,
bro,
nigga.
I just give you the records.
Facts. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give you like, yo, and on top of that, it's like, all right, how do you want to put it out? Okay, I'll help you plan it out. I'll help you plan it out, but I'm not going to be responsible for it.
Right.
You go do it. You're an independent artist. Okay, I'm gonna give you the tools necessary for you to go blow the shit out the water. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, cool. But
I know this sound crazy, but that's why I was fucking with DreTL. No bullshit.
Oh my God.
I believe in him, bro. I believe that he can be that artist, bro. I believe that he can be that. I believe that if you give him the tools, he can do whatever with it.
I can agree with that.
I believe that he'll
but
go.
this is what I'll say. So the drive, like there's certain people where I'll be like, okay, you can come to me, you may not be the best right now, but your work ethic,
exactly,
right, will get you way, because talent isn't everything.
And when I give you small tools, I seen you can turn them into something big already.
That's a fact. Because here's the truth. I was just talking to.
Yo, you hate nobody.
He look like he's starting to like DreTL with a little bit more.
No, he's convincing me.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie to you, because he could be like because I see him as like a LaRussell.
You feel me?
So like for example, LaRussell may not be the bars every time, right?
Every single time.
But like his work ethic is gonna get him where he needs to be.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying? He may not be like you're saying, he may not be like a long form artist. Maybe he is a short term artist, yada yada. But like he's gonna make his play. I feel like some people like, who was I talking to about this? I think it was Bells. Like, there's a lot of people who are super, super talented around here.
For sure.
That haven't like moved. I've only really been around for less than 2 years. Right? And I haven't like made any like big advances, but like I'm moving.
For sure.
At like a consistent pace. Because for me, it's like I was always a talented kid, but I was always around people who are better than me. I always see, like my sister I can't sing like that. My sister can sing.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I saw the ball get dropped on her because she could only sing. That's where her talent lies. So it's like I need to go make sure I have the ability to do the other things so that nobody can drop the ball on me. So my shit is in my hands. I see a lot of people who, because they only can do this one thing, they can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're super talented, but they're not moving. Why?
So what happens when you eventually become the best in the room, though? What you gonna do then?
Gotta get into a different room, my nigga.
So then, get into the different room, find people who can match my work ethic.
Bring them niggas.
All right, let's go.
Too.
Because eventually you're gonna be the next person in the room, so you can find it. That's how you build it. Yeah, like, it's like there's people. It's like I'm around. Like I remember we was doing like during the summer we hosted this thing where like kids can come into the sound lab. Yeah. And I met this kid. I'm like, yo, he's dead nice. Now I know, like, all right, he's like 15. He's way better than I was.
From the old colony joint?
Not even the YMCA. It was the Arts Foundation.
Oh, okay, got you.
I was like, nah, he's dead nice. And he's 15. And I told him, I was like, yo, you're way better than I was at my age. So for me, it's like, yo, you're 15. You can already produce yourself. You can make beats. Yeah, you can do everything that I couldn't even do yet. If you're my age, if you ain't rich yet, that's my fault.
What happened? Like your success ain't on me.
But it's not about that. Though,
it's like I understand. It's like no, if I don't like make sure and get on you to do what you're supposed to do, like that's on me because I recognize it within you. If I allow it to just like sit like that, like nah, I have to make sure, yo, if I have an opportunity, find a way to plug him in to get that right. Because again, he'll be in my position and he'll be in a better position than I gotta be able to.
And that's one of the
pass
things,
the ball to the next one.
I'm telling you, like when we're like we was talking about the ways that we engage as folks who are relatively established in the work that we do. Not necessarily the career, but the work. You feel me? Yeah. Sometimes it's about making sure that if you identify it in someone else, you can then elevate them in whatever capacity you can. Because I think like, so what you're saying, it's like, it's less about making sure that he's like famous or that's different. But it's more so about making sure that person is on a trajectory where they can maximize their potential in a way that I maybe couldn't have.
Because through your dreams, you have an opportunity to change your whole family's life. But he's young. So and obviously you may not even recognize how nice you really are. Exactly. Because you know you're good. But like, I've seen it. So I'm like, okay, well, no, like you're better than like a lot of people, but you don't really get that yet. So I need to make sure that you understand you're in a position where you have a lot. It's also because you have time. Right. You're 15.
Right.
When you get home from school, you have no bills. You have no real responsibility. Now is the time for you to spend working on a lot. Because the only reason I'm in a lot of rooms, I'm the youngest guy, is because I spent all my free time when I was a kid. My mom didn't let me go outside. All my badass friends went outside. I was the kid who had to play from the porch. So my mom would make me, go practice. Because the same thing, they identified my talent early.
Y'all don't know your parents, but I love them.
I can say, I'm just seeing
they
like
they gotta like write up a rule book or something. Like I like this.
I'm seeing them with my ass a lot.
I was about to say, I'm seeing the vignettes
you
of this
need that too, bro.
Nah, Pete, because I'm just seeing
it.
When you hit your kids, would you hit your kids? We'll talk.
No, it's hard for me to say I would hit my kids.
I don't think I'll be able to do it.
But the thing is,
I'm looking at them like,
I look back at some of the ass whoopings like, one,
what they do.
I deserve that.
I deserve the couple.
And two, it's just like, it made me, I might have not learned otherwise.
If you didn't get your ass whooped, you'd be a crash out. Do you think that?
I didn't really get beat.
I'll say
I was locked in.
There's a thought process.
I know I was a badass.
See, but that's what I'm saying. See, I was in the opposite end though. Because you wouldn't need to tell me twice type shit. Sometimes I just wouldn't.
No, you gotta tell me a couple times.
Like for certain shit, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But if I did it, quality's gonna be crazy. Some niggas, they be like, take out the trash. I might not take out the trash today. I might convince one of my siblings to do it. But when I take it out, you'll know that I did it because the trash can will be clean. I won't let the juices spill through the house like they do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I'm just saying, you really need me more than I need this task type shit. Because if someone else do it, it's not going to get done at the quality.
I didn't fear nothing more than my parents, bro.
No, for sure.
Like even then, like getting into some bullshit in school, I wasn't even thinking about anything else. But like,
I'm going to get home and get tore up.
Yo, I don't know how it is, but you also have parents who are immigrants.
Facts.
And that's important.
That's what I'm saying.
That's important,
that's what it is.
Because that's a cultural thing.
Like my
that's
parents,
a little different too.
The only reason I have the work ethic I do is because I see my parents go to work every day.
Grinding.
And again, for them, it's like, since I was young, the sentiment was, y'all are nice at what y'all do. We're gonna make sure y'all have the resources, do whatever you gotta do. We're gonna sacrifice we're gonna drive you here, we're gonna do that. So that when we get old, we don't have to keep doing this no more. Yeah. That was the plan. Like 9, 10, I knew like, I gotta figure out what I'm about to do so that these niggas don't gotta work no more.
Grind.
The funny thing is, like going back to the ass whooping, it stopped working. Like its efficacy, like slow decreases.
As I got older, I got bigger, and then I'm looking at my mom. I'm looking at my mom like, yo, no boo. I don't gotta take this no more.
No.
He said, you can't beat me no more.
I'm not gonna lie. I was twisted. I started laughing. Even if that shit hurt, I laughed just so they could think, bro. Like, no, I see the play. It's still wild.
You feel me? Yeah, you need to take
I'll go back.
Tests,
I'll go back to the room and like, rub my ass because that shit hurt. But I had to laugh in that moment and be like, nah, you can't break me. But eventually they leveled up. They was like, we're taking your whole shoe collection for a month. That hurt me more than any ass whooping could. Like, take your computer, take your TV.
Now the computer, now that's a shoe collection. Yo, that's smart as hell.
Living in Brockton too, I gotta wear one pair of shoes for the rest of my month.
You was at Brockton High at the time?
Or middle school, either
worse.
Or.
That's worse.
You feel me?
That's worse. You in middle school, you only got one pair of shoes. I remember the day in middle school when a nigga cooked me for my shoes and I said, never again.
Never.
Yeah,
I had a girl switch up her whole opinion on me. She's like, I'm not really feeling you. Got one pair of shoes. I like you. First of all, I should have known you're not the one. But that worked for me, bro. I was like, word.
Nigga said
me and Johnny.
It be the shoes.
Oh, me? Okay.
It's
the shoes.
I think that's definitely part of it though, is that like when you're growing up, I feel like sometimes you need sometimes people just learn different. Everybody learn different, bro. And I feel like that's one of the things that when we think about parenting, I think we do a lot of I know there's a lot of child psychology that goes into it, you feel me? At the end of the day, you don't know everyone's kids, bro.
No, for sure.
You don't know, you don't know everyone's lived experience. You also don't know everyone's individual experience and how they respond to some of the teachings and some of the ways that you grow. Yeah. So I think, at the end of the day, this is not about beating your kids per se, but it's just about the way you raise your children. I mean, you also gotta make sure that you're doing it in a way that works for them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of parents be setting their kids up for failure because they don't set those boundaries. They might not discipline them in a way that makes sense for them. Yeah. They also don't put them in the positions to be able to find success. They think they're kind of just doing a handoff all the time.
I remember plenty parents who parented their kids the same way they parented me. But I remember there's one kid, you see him get beat right there and be like, oh, after he got beat, I don't care.
Yeah, right.
Some people don't.
And I'm joking about the
might not work for that man
because
might not work for
it's a little bit lazy. It's the opposite of giving your kid an iPad. It's just a quick fix, but it don't address the underlying issue or whatever it is.
It's just Africans, they're like, the Bible says you cannot spare the road.
Type
you know
shit.
What I'm saying?
Type shit. And I think
so there's no for them. Oh, that's ABCs
type shit. They're like, it said it right there. Now you want to read it with me?
You obey your parents, or I beat the shit out of you.
It's no, read it. I want you to say. Can you say it out loud? What does it say?
I remember my mom would always before she with me, love you, mom. She gonna watch this.
She's the reason you're great today.
Yeah,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? She will always say, I'm gonna beat. She'll get the warning. It's all right. So now I'm gonna beat you because you didn't listen.
Right.
Then as you're getting beat, she's explaining to you why you're getting beat.
Facts.
And then post be like, why are you crying? You did this,
you ever
remember?
get beat for crying?
Huh?
You ever get beat for crying?
I would
give you something to cry about.
But they would always say that. I will shut up though. My pops would let us cry. My pops would let us cry. He would get tight, but he would let us cry. My mom, she wouldn't have that. Stop all that crying.
She's like, that's enough.
You best, that's enough, bro.
But that's crazy though.
I do think there's something to explaining to your kid. Maybe a lot of kids don't parents don't have the patience. But you could parent that way. When you talk about I don't really want to put hands. I don't want to put hands on my kids. And if I can't tell you what's in the future.
I always say, don't push me to hit you.
Facts. And I also say, bro, low key, beating your kid is not even to me, that's too much work. I'm not doing it. That's too much work because
you don't think about it, yo. That's tiring,
bro. Because I'm telling you this, like when
get out of work.
When you have like kids,
Belt
like there's many different ways. I want it to be symbolic. You feel me? It's like my nigga, like, oh, you swearing in the crib? Pick up that soap, Slime. Go ahead and take a bite.
Yo,
wash your mouth out with soap, my nigga. Wash your mouth out with the soap since you like swearing.
Soap, bro.
Since you like swearing, I'm not gonna beat you, but you gonna do this.
I remember a lady in church did that to one of her kids. I remember you see him talking during the service. You see that nigga go into the bathroom. He say nothing else.
Wash your mouth out with that soap, Slime, because you're wilding.
Why your breath smell like Dove?
Be like, this nigga fresh and clean out this bitch. But I feel me, that's the type of shit I'm on. Yo, when my mom was younger, they used to have her like kneeling on the soap.
Oh yeah. You got to kneel down one time for the one time.
Kneeling on the soap.
You got to do the kneel down one time.
Wait. Explain that to me.
They put salt on the ground and you kneel.
The more that it stays there, it things your skin.
Oh, it dissolves.
My parents never made me kneel on soap.
Dissolves. It goes into your skin because your weight.
It's cutting you, bro.
It's cutting you. And that's what they
was
had
thinking
niggas
you
do.
talking about like the salt and ice challenge on your knees.
No, you're on your knees on top of like salt, like salt that's like hard, and then you're either hands on your back or hands on your head, and you're just kneeling on the salt, your knees. Imagine that. Imagine putting all that like your weight on like that shit fucking hurts, and that's like don't do that shit again. I promise you, niggas never did whatever they did again because they was like my nigga.
When you have to kneel down in front of your parents, that changes everything.
If I gotta do this,
I got my act so together after my parents made me kneel down. Oh my god!
Because sometimes it won't even be the salt. Sometimes it's just hard floor and you're just on your knees, sitting there for an hour, 2 hours type shit. Sometimes like afternoon until the sun. Like that's what you're doing, and that's like yes, it's a form of torture. Yeah. Yes, we understand, but. You might never do that shit again because you'll never forget that pain.
But hey, all that to say, I turned out smooth.
Tight shit. Niggas locked in.
I might be a little cooked, but I'm smooth.
But I do think there is something.
He's locked in.
I think one mistake a lot of parents make is the do it because I told you so.
Yeah.
Versus like explaining like why am I telling you to do this?
Yeah.
And sometimes I get like a thinking of why you go to the hidden because like sometimes a four whatever
they're not gonna get it. You can't explain it to them.
They don't have logic. Like they don't have the same logic to understand like and break down what the future consequences could look like. Because they don't have experience.
Because you haven't given them that forethought.
No, but you could explain it to them, but they don't have the experience to
no,
tell
I'm
them
saying,
like a toddler.
But you gotta explain it to them in a way that it makes sense for them.
All right, facts.
No bullshit.
Hit them with the Google Gaga film.
Like I'm not talking
about a toddler either.
My nephew was never.
None of that.
My nephew was. I was like we were playing chess the other day. Yeah, I mean I went over to my sister's house for Thanksgiving. We were playing chess, and this nigga like he's nice, he's good, but sometimes he was telling me he's like I'm not thinking that far ahead. And I seen there was a move that he could have made where he could have beat me. I would have been clips for me. No bullshit. I was like, you got 5 and I'm done. I got maybe 7 or 8 and you'll be done. But you could get it done quicker than me.
Yeah.
And he moved, but he was one spot off. And I was like, all right. And then he's seen the game unravel. And he's like, that's crazy. I'm like, but it's because that one move, you feel me? That one move changed the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And he might not have understood like in general context of like how one decision that you make can impact your future or whatever. But then when we get to talk about other stuff, you feel me? It's like he starts to conceptualize it by reverting it back to that chess.
Yeah.
That chess game being like, oh,
and that's gonna be a moment.
That one move.
And he's gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
And you gotta have a point of reference.
Exactly.
I think
that's what I'm saying.
Still goes back
explaining
to like the
it in different ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Giving it to them in a way that they can understand. Like we're saying the same thing. I think we're just saying it a different way, but it's giving them a way for them to understand.
I mean to get niggas onto the parents and
no, I love this. Like there's some real shit. There's some real stuff.
I love it. He's like, I love the parenting game.
I don't plan on having kids anytime soon.
I love the conversation.
Nah, not in the game that you're in, bro.
Nah, not right now.
Not in the game you're in.
I gotta slow up.
Now, I want to get more specific, right? Because you talk about like, yo, this is where I want to be at 26, 27, everything go right type shit. But what did that path from 20 to 27 look like? Like we had a conversation about before we like turned on the mics and we were speaking on like label deals being bad, just bad business in terms of like the loans and just how predatory it could be. Like, are you gonna do it straight off the independent route?
Well, I'm not gonna stay indie forever. I'm gonna keep going indie, releasing consistent music. So like this year was pretty barren. I only really started putting out music like that after summer. But like I told you when the album coming out, and then from then it's like 2025. It's pretty much every quarter.
Do you think you have to take a step back from everything else and like really push that? Is 2025 geared toward Samba the artist?
I can do both.
I feel like how much time you spend in the studio and with your work being involved around it?
I'm in the studio every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm able to do both because also I have a lot of music backlogged.
For sure.
I have like going into this project, there was like 3 or 4 iterations of this project going into that. So that turned into so I'm ahead.
Right.
If I was like going in and like, all right, now I gotta make another album.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'd be cooked. But again, I'm in a very specific position so I can do things that a lot of people can't.
All right, now ask him the same question.
What? What is it?
Ask him about when he's going to drop. Ask
Yeah,
him about his
me and
role.
him-
You know, that's kind of on me though. He asked me a track, I didn't get back to him.
Don't do that. You don't know. He said, see. Yeah, no, I think it's important though. Just as a conversation.
I had a session with Devo. I plan to be back at the Sound Lab very soon, but again, I don't have the luxury of he looking at me crazy. I was sick. You feel me? Early in the week, I was trying to get back there. You feel me? Next Thursday, I'm probably
okay. But you give me a date. I can take that.
Next Thursday for sure.
You give me a date,
pull through. Next Thursday,
I'll
pull
be
through.
there.
You feel me? And I'm gonna have like that's the thing. I'm trying to go there and have like 3-4 to bang out.
Okay, I feel you.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm somebody who like I'll pull up. I'm at the studio with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like off the mental.
Yeah. And I want to work with you on I would love to just like pick your brain, see your process. Like, yo, start because I'm a person like I'm not going to the studio till the whole shit's written.
Yeah.
And
again,
done.
I have the luxury of time. Like even in a situation where I don't have time, I'm like, all right, I figured out my workflow. I'm about melody first, so I'll find the melody and then I'll input the words and then all right, this is what I want to say. This kind of subject matter, I'll fill it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think like recently what I've done is that if I'm thinking about like rapping specifically, I'm working on like production stuff. I come up with melodies on my own, you feel me? Like on the production level and then bring that in and then just write. And I'm like, it's literally just nothing but piano right now.
Facts.
It might not even
and it'll just get developed.
Exactly. And we're just going.
Like a lot of things off of this project, it was like it started off as a small idea. Then I went and recorded it. Then I brought the vocals back.
Right.
And then arranged a lot like that intro. It was like just guitar.
Yeah.
Brought it back, put drums around it. Re-recorded that.
Keep it as bare as possible when
Yep.
before. Yeah.
Then I got it back. Then I brought it back, added the B section, recorded that, then put everything together. Sometimes it'll be this is the whole beat. It just depends on the song. I feel like I let the song do its thing. Like you just follow where it's supposed to go. And
I think that when you're, especially for rappers, I think one thing that like we just got, I don't know. I've been in too many studio sessions with rappers where they're not really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like do whatever makes sense for you, but make sure you're being productive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the key.
There's a lot of time wasted in the studio for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not trying to, especially when the rate is crazy. I don't got the luxury.
Fuck the bread. I just don't like. My time worth more money than anything. I hate pulling up and then niggas is just sitting there, or niggas is like smoking, niggas just listening to shit. I'm like, bro, if you don't pick up a fucking pen, bro, like do something, bro.
I feel like a lot of niggas is just I want to go to the studio.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You know,
I'm like, you got the studio at home. Yeah. You got the studio at home. You got speakers, right? Do that.
There's a lot of like people who are like halfway in and halfway out.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was a teenager though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I wasn't making music, we just be in the studio.
Yeah, bro.
I broke. Maybe it makes sense why he kicked us out. We coming out like
you're not letting the computer breathe.
Yo, we would be there at like
that's what
12 a.m. Nah, we'd be there like all right, like 8 a.m. We leave and like because Dover closes early.
Yeah.
So we leave like 11 p.m. Bro, come in. Yo, you
let
guys
the
have to
computer
go.
breathe, no damn.
That shit huffing and puffing. Leave me alone.
He's like, yo, the video just buffering the internet. The computer's like, nah, B. That's me.
Nah, that was wild. That was wild.
You seen this electric bill probably? Yeah, you know.
Ooh.
And think about that, right? Yeah. That's AKA. That's what that really
I'm not gonna
means.
lie to you. Yeah, we was in there running it up.
I feel you though. Look at where it got you though.
Type shit.
Yeah, damn.
You should go revisit him and be like, yo, thank you, man.
You know, bull. Yeah. I should go check on.
How you say thank you?
You know, buy him like $20 a pastel and come through and just let him know your appreciation.
You gotta do. Yeah. You gotta lock in with him.
I gotta lock in with him.
I'm saying. You gotta lock in with him.
For sure.
I was like, how you say thank you in Portuguese?
Yeah, obrigado to you.
Chill.
Bro, he's locked in.
That's all. Yeah, I feel you. But
I gotta say thank you.
No. But like going now, you've been nominated for Songwriter of the Year. What was that when that news hit? I mean, the Sound Like got a lot to celebrate for with all the nominations.
It was cool.
I think it's a clean sweep. Looking at you, Nicole.
I think I'm nervous. I'm confident, but I'm nervous because this is the first time like I've ever been nominated.
Who else
for
is
anything.
in the category? Do you know?
So I don't remember the names off the top of my head, but as soon as I listed, I did all my Googles.
Some heavy hitters in there.
There's all the people in there. They're like established, like kind of like in the scene, but not like our scene. Like it's a lot more people on like the the white Boston side. There's a couple PLC people in there too. I think 2. I want to say 2, but it was definitely like, okay, word, this is cool. So I was like, I'm working like I'm gonna just promote it the way I have to promote it. Cool. I'm like, if I do I think it's a clean sweep? I feel like we have like, if I had to put a chance, I feel like 80% chance.
How many nominations in
Nicole
total?
might have sold because on the clean sweep because the first 2 weeks she said, "Don't vote for me, vote for somebody else." Now there's no problem.
Wait, why
now
would
there's
you
no
do that?
problem.
That's the reverse psychology though. Because they're like, I'll vote for you.
Nicole dish assist though.
Like, nah, I feel you, but like niggas went and you caught up and threw it back down.
But little did
She's
you
the
know,
excessive passer.
but
Like,
little
she
did you know,
passing
it
it
was
off.
off
No,
the
but no,
glass to
niggas threw you a
self.
lob, and then you caught the lob,
Do
and then
another lob.
threw it
Another
to the
lob, that's
back.
kinda tough.
Do
I'm not gonna
another
lie.
lob.
Nah, like it's
bro.
cool, but like
It's unnecessary.
We gonna see.
we wanted the sweep.
I feel you. I hear you.
Now, if I sold, I sold, but like again, I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think the
Y'all was
nominations.
not, but you were never gonna get the sweep though, because we're winning podcast of the year.
Oh,
So it was
word?
impossible. It was already a done deal from
I
jump.
hate that you mentioned
It was a done deal from jump.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
It was a done deal from jump.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
I'm
not gonna
my only
comment on
piece
that.
is we did not do any promotion because I genuinely do not care.
Oh, what really?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think the BMAs were a big deal. Things definitely got weird after. Like I
Yeah.
saw like, oh wow, like y'all respect me now?
Can I say this,
Type
bro?
shit.
It's crazy because I think that as artists, it's a little different, but as community members, you feel me? And just as like,
Yes.
it's fire,
Yes.
bro. Like I
For
love
the
the
community,
BMAs.
for sure.
Because it's like, oh, I'm in the club now.
Bro, I've been going to the BMAs
But for me, I feel like
since
it don't
was
matter
19, bro.
Really?
The shit is just fun, bro. It's so dope just seeing people's
Damn.
trajectory.
What
in their
year was your
careers.
first BMA?
This was 2017,
Fire.
I think. Yeah, 2017.
Damn, this has been going on that. Like realizing like all
It's
this has
fun,
been
it's
going
good.
on and I
Yeah.
had no idea about this.
Bro,
Wow.
it's so
Wow.
cool, bro. It's so inspiring just seeing
Yeah.
so many different artists. You feel me? Like just be able to do their thing, like
Yeah.
not just hitting the stage, but also just like engage as artists and feel like
Yeah.
a big deal.
And
You
for
going?
that reason, I'm going. But
It's a
I,
vibe.
I was convinced.
Oh
I
no,
was-
we gonna be there.
I was
We gonna
convinced
be
I
we
was-
gonna be in the VIP
I
living.
thought you wasn't going.
I was convinced I wasn't
so
going.
you pulling up?
Why wouldn't you go?
Alright.
Y'all was with us last. Y'all was in the session last
I
time.
wasn't.
What you doing, man?
You gotta fun. It's gonna be fun.
I don't know. It's definitely cool. The one for me, I was like singer songwriter. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Nah,
it wasn't the
man.
goal. That was my thing with it. It wasn't
Tis
the
an
goal.
honor,
And
brother.
I fumbled the bag.
In terms of what category would you ideally want to be in?
I was going for new artists,
see.
And
but
now you might
I
never
didn't
get
put
that,
enough
though.
music out because some situations happened. So I was supposed to put out music March.
Yeah,
March became the summer,
yeah.
and then the summer became now.
It's
So
very,
so much like I allowed
Huh.
myself to get to that point. You know what
it's
I'm
very
saying?
rare though that someone's first time getting nominated will be in a like, especially for singer songwriter and folks that also produce their own
Yeah,
music.
so
it's very rare
I
that
didn't
they
expect
won't
myself to get nominated at all
It happened
because
to Nolly as well. That's very rare though. That doesn't
Not
usually
gonna lie
happen.
to you.
Usually you get nominated for best new artist, and you'll
and
find
then you
your
get
way
your
into
to
that
the
category unless you've been doing it for like
Yeah.
5, 6 outwardly. So that was interesting.
I was confused. I was like,
But that's a good shout though.
singer songwriter because again, only thing I wrote this year outside of like and at the BMAs I only put out 2 of those small. I did 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Put out 1 single before that, and then Nolly's project. But not everybody knew that I wrote on that.
Niggas knew. You was locked in.
Some people,
I know.
if you knew,
Yeah, type shit.
if you knew,
Y'all did
I-
great work.
you know what I'm saying. I executive produced that project. Most people didn't even know that.
Yeah, songwriter of the that's
So that-
something
so
like
it came out of
you
left
really
field
got to
for
be
me.
like credits digging to like
That's what I was
really
like. Who?
be tapped into.
That's what
that
I was like. I don't know
com-
when the committee knew what was up, but like, and again, I didn't even write that much.
Yeah.
I did, but like,
Well, I
it's
mean,
like,
it's also singer songwriter.
yeah, true.
So it's not just
And
about
that too, because I'm not like no crazy vocalist.
Nah,
I
but
can
you sound
sing.
good. You do, and you stay in your lane. Like you know.
I know my pocket.
exactly.
I know my pocket. I know what I can do real well.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I can't do this yet, so I'm gonna work on that. But like, I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a tear the house down. I'm not a hey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know my pocket. I can go from this note to this note. I can do my runs over here. I know my scales real well because you know what I'm saying, I was playing. Other than that, it's like, nah, I'm gonna stick to this. You know what I'm saying?
And you're really good at what you do in that
Nah,
lane.
for
Yeah.
sure, bro.
That's dope. That's
Telling you,
dope.
bro, my nigga Jack. Man.
And
Listen,
I wouldn't take
no
anything.
bullshit.
Like obviously, I'm hoping you win that shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I
I'm
hope
hoping
y'all
y'all take a lot of those.
I would
That'll be
love
fire.
that.
That'll be mad
Because
fire.
if we get to, regardless, I'm gonna be super happy because I know we're walking away with.
You're leaving here with something.
We're leaving. We're gonna leave with
Yeah.
more than one, which
Yeah.
was crazy because me and Diva were talking like before the nomination was like, all right, we need to get 3 BMAs like total, so we
Diva
can
might
have one
leave
on
with
each room.
2.
No boa, because we had one last year, so we were like,
What'd
we need
So
to get
Diva might
like
leave with 2.
2 more like
yeah,
over
facts.
time, so we can have one for like each one of the rooms at the lab.
Nah,
And then the
so-
nominations came out, we're like, oh, we're good.
Yeah,
We gonna get 2 right now. We already get that out the way.
Yeah.
So minimum, we're walking out with 2. So it's just a matter of everything else. Like if I don't win this year, I wouldn't be mad because I didn't even think I was gonna get nominated.
And again, you already acknowledged as well. It's just like whoever wins, bro. That's a whole different like genre. Like that's a whole different lane. Like that, I think you're the only person who's represented from the community that like we're tapped into. You know what I mean? So
on that list, it's like I'm like, all right, I'm
Who's
really
in there? We gotta see, bro.
I can pull up the list.
Because low key,
there was one person. I'm not sure how to pronounce their name. It's Anjamayo or Anjamayo.
Jemima?
No.
All right,
What?
Yeah,
No,
you knew it
it's
wasn't
ANJI.
Oh, and Jimmy. Oh, nah, Jimmy's tough.
That's what I'm saying. There's some people on there who are
tough.
like
And Jimmy?
that.
And Jimmy's goated. Hold on.
There's some people on there who are like that.
Time out. I feel like I didn't know. And Jimmy was nominated in there, though.
That's what I'm saying. I did my Googles, and I'm like, there's some niggas who on there who are nice.
No cap.
Do you see any other heavy
hitters? And there's one more person.
These are just names to me.
Chrysalis Jajil McCracken's pretty tough. Mako is also another one.
That's the other one.
Yeah.
It was Mako.
Yeah, some of these. Oh, and Will Daly.
Who won last year?
I have no clue.
That's on this list.
Pretty sure Allie McGurk. I don't know if she's on.
Who's
there.
that?
Another person that does it.
Yeah. But yeah, that came out of nowhere. I did not think that.
Yeah,
because it's like
Jimmy,
my name on that list just looks mad crazy.
It's crazy. No cap.
You see all these like, and then you see.
And Jimmy, like when they did the what was there?
He's nice.
What did they have? Nice. It was something that came out last year that was crazy, and their song was like the theme for it. It was like
that's fire.
It was something like on like it was like crazy when it was like
fire.
It was I don't know. It wasn't the Super Bowl. It was something, bro. It was some like huge thing.
Saying, I don't know who that person is.
It was the Olympics.
Like, I did my Googles, and a lot of the people who are on that list, they're like, you see there. They say, they have their headshot.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Samba, all I'm gonna say, this is my word of advice.
I got a great chance.
I was saying,
my word of advice to you, bro.
He's just like that.
I gotta tell you, my word of advice from my experience.
Ain't no scrubs on that list.
Facts.
Winning doesn't mean you're the best.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Winning don't mean you're the best.
This
absolutely,
nigga, bro.
All right, that's all I
absolutely.
want.
We all know
that's
this.
What I said. For me personally,
but you know what winning does mean?
I like winning though.
But you know what winning does? You fucking won. You're a winner, nigga. That's what it means.
What I'll never be is the guy like like let's say, God forbid, right? I lose. I'm not about to put in my bio be a main nominee.
Oh hell no!
I'm not doing that, bro.
No.
Respect, but I'm not. Respect you if you do that though. But like,
that's not personally, no run up shit here.
I like winning, bro. Like I like hoisting the, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not my vibe. So for me, it's like cool. If I lose this year, smooth. I know next year though, buckle up.
Type shit.
It's gonna get hectic. Like if I lose, yeah, don't even try calling me. Don't even try calling me.
That's how niggas be.
You said
if I lose, yeah, don't even call me. Nah, it's up.
Like friends and family, don't call.
Yeah, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
I heard that.
Now if I win, you can call me because I can still be locked in, but everything's happy.
I feel you.
I hear it. Hey
man,
it's a fact.
I'm trying to see what the word is though. No cap.
Yeah, nah, it'd be great though if we come in and we sweep. Like I feel like it'd be so beautiful because it was a crazy year.
It was
like a lot good and bad happened. So I felt like that would make a lot of things like, that struggle was like we won, but to be recognized off bat is cool.
That's dope too because it's just like same shit we was talking about earlier before we even started. Like it's Brockton, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's not
a lot of us.
There's not. It's
very
really
few.
Like
you can count it.
And I think because of what the Sound Lab has been doing, you feel me? It's opening up the door for more shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's not just about like, okay, we're like putting Brockton on the map, quote unquote, when it comes to the industry and music shit. But it's also just like when we're thinking about infrastructure and we're thinking about people pouring in resources into other spaces. If you don't have people that are doing it and doing like getting out the mud and like putting it in a grand scale like the Sound Lab is doing now, you're not gonna get that buy-in from the state. You're not gonna get that buy-in from different
somebody has to do it. Somebody has to be the proof of concept.
Exactly.
I agree. You know what I'm saying?
So I think that's what it's all about. So regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all just keep doing y'all thing, you feel me? No matter what. And I know the Sound Lab gonna keep cooking. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But just keep doing y'all thing.
2025 is gonna be scary. Scary.
I agree. Hey man, I gotta ask. What was on y'all Spotify rap this year?
Same niggas as always. Same 5 as last.
Who's that? I agree. Mine's
Orion Sun, Childish Gambino, Panic at the Disco, Frank Ocean.
Yeah, and then you got like a wide range.
Lucky Day. Sure do.
Lucky Day. Yeah.
What about Lucky Day on there?
Same 5.
Drake, Party Next Door.
Oh, you love
Kendrick.
Drake.
I'm a Drake being number one still is nasty work though.
I know how you feel.
How is that nasty,
to be fair?
Wait, but no, the first couple of months though. The first couple of months, everything was cool until like December.
Can I just say it like this? Everything was not cool. This nigga's been saying for the past 2 years almost, damn, this nigga getting lazy. He not even putting out music that I be listening to all the time. What's going on?
I'm saying it can make sense because he still listens to a lot of the old stuff.
I feel you. And you know what they say when they say that Drake is your favorite artist? They say that you gonna be the most boring nigga of all the niggas.
Get the fuck
That's what they be saying. I'm not listen. I know you.
Wait, hold on.
That's what niggas be saying.
Let me
they be saying that if your Drake is your number one,
that's what they saying.
You a little boring.
Yo,
bro.
they saying the streets is
You was a little boring.
Boring in the sense of
They're saying you don't like spicy food.
It's not as spicy as the Panic at the Disco.
No, that's not even.
It's not spicy.
To me, that's basic.
They're like the Drake of like.
To me, that's basic type shit.
I understand, but I'm saying the wide genre. Like I'm just sticking to the hip hop and R&B, so you're not catching that on my shit at all. But again, you act. I have criticized.
You gotta defend Drake. It's smooth though.
I'm not defending nothing. I'm
He
defending.
won't do it. He won't do it.
Myself.
That's not his game.
I'm not. He still got a whole back catalog. That's all.
That's what I was saying.
That's
all I was like, there's a lot of stuff he could have listened to before bro got banned in the whip.
Bro got banned in the whip.
He's not. It's hard. It's hard.
But
it's hard, but it's not banned all the way.
I went on a road trip, bro, to Rochester. There was one Drake song total played, and niggas couldn't even get through it. We was listening to it, was like, yo, skip this, bro. And it has to be unanimous skip.
It's like the life got taken out of it, bro.
There's certain joints though, like that still get played.
Because I'm not gonna lie, especially after GNX.
Yeah.
Yo, it's scary.
I'm dead not trying to hear that.
Because I'm not gonna. I've been playing.
Shuffle comes
I play
on.
TV off every day.
Connect comes on. But wait. What you doing if Connect comes on? Comes on Shuffle.
Connect.
I
don't even know that song,
I'm not
bro.
gonna lie. If TV off is next,
if I don't let me see the cue.
That's crazy.
Don't let me see the
if
cue.
TV off is there, yo, if GNX is on there,
yeah, don't let me see the cue. If I have an
Peekaboo's
idea
on
what's
there,
on there.
If there's a better song after, it might get hit.
All I'm gonna say is Spotify release who was the #1 streamed rapper. It was the boy.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was your man.
It was the boy. So niggas is
He's
still listening.
calling him the boy.
Niggas
Is
still
He
nasty.
had a
listening.
good 6 to 7 months.
Niggas still listening. That's
Calling
a
him-
crazy 6 to 7
That's
months.
because there's a lot of niggas that's fake haters, bro.
But-
These niggas don't really hate this nigga like I hate this nigga, and I'm tired of it.
Wait.
All you niggas is fucking lying.
Oh my
Nah, bro, because niggas is liars, bro. How you gonna be on social media tearing this nigga down, but that's your most played nigga? You fucking lying,
But again,
bro.
the first 6 months, bro.
Nah, I'm not hearing it. Fuck it. Nigga, if you really didn't fuck with him, then the next 6 months you would have been tearing him down if
Wait,
that's the case.
can I-
You wouldn't even let him hit your ears.
Can I tell y'all my
Niggas is
caveat?
liars, bro. Niggas is liars, bro. That's all I'm
Drake
that's what I
was
took away.
Drake was #1 with my top 3 songs. Like Euphoria was #1. Nigga.
Okay,
like
okay.
it was like every time I heard a Drake
Okay.
song, I was just like, I gotta hear Euphoria. Like every time I
Nigga
hear,
said I gotta cleanse my
like,
palate.
every time I hear, I'm just
Yeah.
like, where did it go wrong? Like I don't know, bro.
Nah.
They got a symbiotic relationship now. You feel me? It's like every time I hear one of them, I gotta let me play back the story real quick.
How many people is on the rap?
5.
They put 5, but you can see your top 20.
I can only remember my top 3.
So
what
was it?
I think it was Bryson, because the top of the year I was listening to that heavy.
He did
Bryson
drop. Yeah, he
South,
also
yeah.
dropped earlier.
I was listening to that heavy. Not even like the stuff he put out. I was listening to Anniversary again.
Okay.
I was listening to I ran Run Me Dry.
That song's
Oh,
fire.
I love that.
We be
Yeah.
talking
I
about
love
that
that
song.
song. I love that song.
We be every time that album come up, that song come up.
That song is a joint. I don't know what kind of crack is in that song, but yo, I'm on that.
Yeah.
So that was the top of the year. Future, which I was surprised by. I didn't even think I listened to Future like that, but I do.
It be the features too.
Future in my
The
top
features
5. I
count.
can't even explain it.
Future's
bro.
#2, and I was like, what? But I kept running back. What's that song? You telling me you falling out of love with me?
I don't listen to features.
Oh,
I'm
I
so
know
sorry.
exactly
I
what
was
you're
like, I'm
talking
so sorry. I
about.
don't
Fuck.
know.
Damn.
Love You Better. Yo,
Okay.
I'll put it on, rewind. Put it on, rewind. Because he says like, I've never seen a song where like somebody says like, I think he says maybe 6 lines throughout the whole song.
But the
And
element of like
it's
everything around it is just fire.
Funny to point B, I'm like, yo, I love this song, bro.
I feel you.
He said, it's my love for my grandmother that makes me makes me gentle when I care for you.
Oh,
I know why Future is in my top 5. When 7:12 p.m. comes on, that just make my whip go from 60 to 100 every single time. Like it's the one song I needed. Just
So
like
Okay,
drive
okay.
fast.
7:12 p.m. is a joint. That's
get me
also
in my
one-
bag.
I put every time we hit the highway, yo, load up that 7:12 p.m., bro.
He knows what I'm talking.
7:12 p.m.
He knows what I'm talking about.
What?
We gotta go
Yeah,
for
I-
Joyride.
Money
real
King
quick.
come. Woo.
it's so crazy,
It's a
bro. I
joint.
listen to the slowest music, bro. I be so chill.
Yellow Canary Stone,
That's what
Picking Canary
party
Stone.
is.
I've been putting on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I think I got
dude.
Kendrick 3. Because again, I told you, I put that album came out.
Yeah.
Yo, I have not stopped. Listen to it.
You know what people been saying? They were saying, oh, they stopped counting it early. And I was like, I don't know. Because
I've
That's a
seen
lie.
it too. I've
Because
seen
Kendrick, I did not listen to Kendrick
that's
this
what I'm
year.
saying.
You didn't listen during the beef?
I did.
I wasn't running it back.
But he was in my top. He was number 10.
He's number 3,
Or he was
bro.
number 9 in my top 10. When Orion's Sun album dropped, that dropped in September, late September. That was the songs from that project were my most played songs. So they couldn't have stopped counting that shit in
Yeah, that's a
September.
fact.
Because I know what my trajectory looked like up until that point.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is,
I also think my top 5
some
is
niggas just bumped the Drake. It's okay.
Oh, I had Kanye in my top 5 as well.
Facts.
But I will say, like,
Love
this is probably the year where I had the most diverse. Like, they could have been top 5, but like barely. But like everybody else is just getting played like across the board.
Y'all know the white boy McGee?
Yeah, McGee's tough.
Yo,
McGee's tough.
Oh my God.
Bro, did you go to the show?
I didn't get to go to the show.
McGee's tough.
You got to see the show? How was the show?
No, I've never seen McGee. I've seen the clips though, and I was like, oh yeah.
What?
I might need to pull up next time.
I seen when he did when he was, because I love what he was doing. He was doing like a bunch of live versions of the songs and posting those, and I was like,
bro,
yo, who is this? Bro?
You know McGee?
Yo, he's cold. He makes indie music.
He's like, who the fuck is he?
He makes indie music. I've been careful who I say this around. Like I know I can't get with certain people and I can't play it because they're gonna be like,
hey, fuck niggas, bro. McGee is fire, bro.
He's like that.
Like I'm telling, like
because
the musicality, bro.
Because he's so existential.
Exactly.
What?
I might have to tap in.
He's got some joints.
And I think McGee is like palatable indie though. Like it's not super far left. You feel
like
me?
you can put it on and enjoy it and be like I don't understand half of the things he be saying half of the time.
Yeah.
Like I have to listen to it a couple times before I caught the lyrics. It just sounded mad good.
Exactly. It's melodic. It's nice. My God. It just feels good. You know what I'm saying?
The instrumentation, the dynamics, it was all like he'll just scream.
Yeah, it's good, bro.
Like there's one song just go.
He's like you scared me a little bit. Nah, it's good, bro. It's good.
That's fine.
He still don't bump the Orion Son.
It's a choice. I'm not gonna lie.
I do, bro.
And that's after all of us went to the show. He's talking.
What's Orion Son? Who's that?
She's an R&B artist. And like we was chilling with her. We was like, cause me and Tom were cool with her. You know what I'm saying? So we like and all shit. And like
he wasn't jacking.
He still ain't listening.
You're not an R&B guy.
But he says he is. He is though.
Guy. I'm R&B to like.
What's your R&B?
He bumping like Lucky Day.
What are you bumping?
Parties like my God. But
give me your 2 and 3.
My 2 and 3 for sure. I'll give you Party.
Okay.
Bryson.
Okay.
I just don't want. I know who I'm thinking, but I gotta make sure.
So I'm gonna say this. I mean, you don't really love R&B.
He low key don't.
I'm gonna be real with you.
He like that. He like that trap.
You like the mix.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hybrid.
It's like saying you love hip hop and then you say I love Drake.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say that they're not R&B acts, but because it's R&B. It's like I love jazz. I love Kenny G. You know what I'm saying? It's not that it's wrong. It's not that it's wrong. But you ain't say no Charlie Parker. You ain't say no Coltrane.
Okay, so
like you ain't say like if you say I love R&B music and I say Anita Baker, I'm like game
type shit.
Okay, throw 5 names and then I'll be like, yeah, I don't listen. I'm not.
Okay, Anita Baker.
No.
Stevie Wonder.
Damn, nigga, this is old, bro.
That's R&B. That's R&B. Okay, more modern. Victoria Monet.
For sure.
Cleo Soul.
I'm hip, but
I'm not really. I'm not gonna lie. She's that one.
I know.
She's nice.
I'm not diving in the crates yet.
Okay, Cleo Soul. I'm trying to find out. I don't want to make him lose.
We could even go with like Charlie Wilson, bro.
I'll keep him modern. I'll be fair. Fair. I'll give somebody a little bit more modern.
Snow. I love Snow. She hasn't dropped in a minute.
I'll give you Snow.
Okay.
I'll give you Snow. She's very palatable. I'll give you Snow. She's hard though. Let me get one more. I want to see somebody.
If I throw on my like songs and I put
throw Jasmine in there.
Jasmine.
I'll throw Jasmine in
there.
Summer. I said too modern.
And that's another.
You don't have to love R&B to love Summer.
Even though she do make the R&B,
Jasmine Sullivan. Are you bumping Jasmine Sullivan in the whip?
I do love Jasmine Sullivan.
So it's a no.
Are you bumping her in the whip? I do love her.
I love the new Kendrick. I love the Jasmine Sullivan songs.
He said so. It's a no.
I listen to Insecure.
Okay.
So you got some joints.
You got some joints.
Okay, yeah, but he's not. Okay.
But nah, like that's what I'm saying. Because a lot of niggas they say they love R&B, but like, I love Party. Like, no disrespect, that's not R&B.
Janet in my shit.
But you bump Lucky Day though.
Thames,
to some extent.
Thames is not R&B though. I give you Normani. I give you Normani.
They threw her in there. I don't kill me.
No, that was them.
Thames is definitely not no R&B.
Shit, I got Shaka Khan I'm looking at right now.
Okay, Shaka's not, some game.
Does Ray count?
He knows ball. You said who?
Ray
who?
Ray. Like the Raye. I don't know if that's not Ray though. They just throwing it in there.
She's the UK lady. She's hard. She's a deep cut.
Brent. Oh, I forgot to add Brent. I'm not gonna lie, but that's my bag. Like,
okay, I
Brent,
feel you like
Bryson.
Brent is probably out of all of them. He's probably like the most R&B out of the new niggas.
That's my bag.
Right, but I love Bryson and I love Party.
Like as traditional as it gets.
I love Bryson. I love Party.
I'll give you Usher. I really do fuck with Usher.
Yes, his new album though. Did you listen to that?
He's like, he had a new album? No bullshit.
I got everything I need from
dropped
Usher
that like
already.
December.
I promise I only knew he dropped a new album because
I need his first 3 albums.
Did you listen to Glue?
No. I do not, bro. I don't even really like Usher in general. He got like
crazy.
2 songs,
that's
bro. I've
crazy.
never been a fan. of
Wait,
Usher,
you don't
bro.
like Usher?
I've never.
Yo,
been
have
a
you ever
fan,
listened to
bro.
Caught Up before?
Yeah, nigga, that song was big as fuck when I was a kid.
I didn't know. I wasn't born. I think came out when I was born.
Like I'm
Caught
not.
Up, I think Caught Up came out when I was born. Confessions came out to 04, right?
I don't tell me that. What the? I don't want to hear that.
2004 is crazy.
I don't want to hear that.
Fucking nuts, bro.
Yo, that's good.
I just had like a whole compilation of everything.
Yo,
you like,
I need to
missed
ask
out
this.
on,
I
bro.
always
That's
ask this to
fucking
everybody when I
crazy.
meet them. Yo, so real talk.
Yeah. I was like, that
So I
song
want
was
you to
big when
picture
I was a
like,
kid.
what were you
Fuck.
doing 2004? Like, where were you?
Nigga, I was playing backyard baseball,
Yo,
bro. In the
2004,
church,
bro.
Like on the
What?
computer, bro. On Windows, like
Yeah,
Windows XP.
we was definitely
my
on
nigga.
Windows XP,
No,
running
we
up
was-
paint in the paint, the
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
pinball
Yeah.
shit. You feel me? I was on the Disney.com, CartoonNetwork.com.
That's wild.
Fucking
What was 2004? What was 04 like?
Y2.com? Was
'Cause
y'all
I'm
on
not gonna hold-
Y2?
What was 04?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing my research. I've been doing my Google.
Did you ever have
a
it-
lot of great stuff came out in 04.
No bullshit.
Myself included.
Wait.
That's real shit.
Myself included is crazy.
But like, you got Confessions, you got Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
You got some joints.
No bullshit.
What?
The SpongeBob
Shrek 2 is
movie.
better than Shrek 1. I'll fight anybody
That's a
about
fact.
that.
That's a
Where
fact. The
does the
SpongeBob movie
first
came out.
Where does the debut
Bangers.
Chris Brown album live in your heart?
Like self-titled,
Yes.
It's a good
I like
album,
X
bro.
better.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I
You're
don't
too
know
young.
about
You're
that
too
one,
young. You're
son.
too young, bro.
I
You're
don't
too
know
young.
about that one.
You're too young.
That
bro.
Chris Brown, that
I'm
first joint-
wildin'?
Bro, that
Yeah,
Chris
bro.
Brown.
No,
all the-
Chris
every-
Brown
every
is
road trip.
amazing.
Poppin'.
Every
Say
road trip.
goodbye.
No, there's.
Excuse me,
I'm not
miss.
saying. Wait, I'm not saying it's
He
bad
wasn't
though.
here for it, bro.
Wait,
You
wait,
just
wait,
call
wait,
it
wait,
excuse me,
wait.
Mrs.
Let me
Nasty.
stand
Yo,
my
excuse
ground.
me,
Yo,
Miss
I was
Willow.
gonna say,
Wait.
we be like, yo.
we let you rock on DreTL. You gotta let me explain myself.
Okay.
All right.
Shoot some bail.
Chris Brown, one of the best R&B albums of all time.
For sure.
I feel
His
like
prime. He hit
yes,
his prime.
I'm saying like
Rookie
now as a
season.
20-year-old,
Run
right?
it.
So like I'm at
Run
the,
it.
Run it's crazy.
Wait, let me
Give
finish.
me that.
Wait, let me
Give me
finish
that.
though.
Oh my
Let me
God,
finish though.
bro.
Let me finish though.
This guy
Run it.
nigga gonna tell me wall to walk.
I was about to say, run it, bro. Run it was.
No, it's
The remix too.
okay. Let me explain though.
Poppin'. Come on, nigga.
Yeah. All right, let me say.
Throw some tune on that. Come on, you know.
Let me explain. Let me
Okay,
explain.
okay.
Again. So that was when there's hits on there. I'm saying where I'm at in my life right now,
Okay.
I can like that album hits.
So you see the problem with what you said? Where you're at your life right now.
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
I listened
bro.
to that album where I was at then.
He wasn't there, bro.
Fair. How old were you when Chris Brown came out?
Wait, it's 2005 or
Yeah.
6?
So okay.
What you know about Shorty Like Mine, bro?
No, there were joints, bro. I'm saying he was a
No,
You
yo.
seen
there
Nicole's
were
reaction?
joints.
There were
It
joints.
was the joint. The
Okay,
whole
literally,
top to
all of
bottom,
It was
bro.
a joint.
That's,
I just said I like X more.
that's nasty.
Like
work.
I'll give you another controversial opinion then. All right,
Oh
boom.
my God.
All right. So what's Michael Jackson's best album in your opinion? Or I don't know. What's your favorite Michael Jackson album?
My favorite.
Yeah.
It fluctuates
Right now.
because to be honest,
right now.
Thriller or Dangerous?
Thriller Dangerous. All right, boom.
yeah, okay, dangerous, but
For me,
it's
That
always
could
gonna
be
be
in that
what's the
conversation.
last one he put out?
Invincible. That's
Invincible.
what
That's
I
my
go, that's what
favorite.
I go back and forth with though.
But
That's
a
what
lot
I
of
go
people
back
will
and
look at me
forth with.
crazy for saying
No,
Invincible.
I'm not gonna look at you crazy. That's real nigga shit.
It got some joints on it.
That's
because
real nigga
it's
shit.
Michael Jackson over hip hop beats,
Type
bro.
shit. Type shit.
Nothing like it. I
Needed
feel like
that.
no. Let me explain. So this is a better way to say it. It's really Chris did his thing on Chris Brown. The production on X is wild. The production on X is wild.
You just had to live through it.
Okay.
The
I
production
can
on X is
understand.
wild.
I understand.
Like I
that.
bump X.
I understand that. That makes sense to me.
Is Take You Down on X?
I don't like that song.
All I know is
Take You
X
Down
was when they were
for me,
like,
they
all
were
right,
like-
Chris is
I'm not
old
trying to
enough
hear
to
that.
talk about sex.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
trying.
wait,
That's what I'm saying.
was
I'm not
Take
trying
You
to hear
Down
that.
on exclusive?
Either way, I'm not trying to
Think
hear
about
that
it.
from Chris Brown, bro.
It was an exclusive.
Yo, give me like 5 from X. Oh, I know what X. That's so old, bro.
It's a joint though.
Now, like that's so much like after, bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hear that.
Really?
Is
was
X
that much
with Fine
farther?
China?
No.
That's way too.
X is the second album, I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait, I'm bugging. Oh,
I'm
no.
not trying to hear that though.
Okay.
I will say Invincible is a banger.
Invincible was
So
the,
I feel you, but I'm not trying to hear that though. I'm not trying to hear Chris Brown. I didn't like when he got older. The older he got, the worse his music got to me. I was not trying to hear that.
no, Chris, yeah, because exclusive X. Because you have Kiss Kiss.
No, he has
You
an
have With
X.
You.
That's 2014.
No, I'm talking about exclusive, my
I
fault.
fuck
That's
with-
what I'm
I
talking
fuck
about.
with
Exclusive.
You.
So I'm saying you got With You, you got Kiss. You don't fuck with Kiss Kiss?
Hell no.
No. Kiss
That's
Kiss
so-
was a joint. Kiss Kiss was a joint.
I don't want- I
T-Pain
don't-
during that
I-
run.
I'm a
so
huge
good.
T-Pain fan.
Yeah,
Let me just say
I
that.
fuck with T-Pain
One of my
too.
biggest musical influences is T-Pain.
What
I
was
feel you.
the 3 hats or 3
The Three Rings.
rings? Yo, That era right
Yo,
there.
Honestly though, I got a rapper turn saying I feel like his favorite. I still think that's my favorite. I think that's
that was the
best
prime
album.
for me.
Wall
Like,
to wall.
Not trying to hear that.
I want to be.
That was
You're not rocking what I want to be. Nah, all right.
shut that down.
what is that?
You got any more hot takes we can crucify you for?
I don't even know what that is. What is I
have
want to
any
be?
more
What
hot
is that?
takes?
Where does the generational divide really sit? Bow Wow. What does Bow Wow mean to you?
I'll be all right. So I'm
Nothing.
Yo,
That's real. I'm with you.
real talk.
I'm with you though.
I only know Bow Wow from 106 in Park.
I know that nigga from
I'm
Like
dead
Mike,
dog.
Slime.
I
Bow
know
Wow
his
was before
music.
your time
I know
too,
his
though.
music. Don't
That's
get it
what's
wrong.
crazy.
I know his music, but
That's
my
what I'm saying. That's
introduction
before
to
your
Bow
time.
Wow
That's kinda
was
crazy.
106 in
My
Park.
time, bro.
Yes, it is,
No, it's
bro.
not.
106 in Park was my
Yeah,
introduction to
it
Bow
is.
Wow.
You're talking about Bow Wow, not Lil Bow Wow.
I'm
Lil
talking
Bow
about.
Wow was Bow Wow.
I'm
though.
talking about Lil Bow Wow too. I
I know
remember.
Rashad Moss.
No.
Impossible. Yeah, he said that's crazy. That's crazy. Nah, but how? No. Explain it. Break it down
There's
for me.
no way I would
Break it
know
down for
Lil
me.
Bow Wow,
time.
bro.
Okay, maybe not.
You was three bumping
Wait,
Bow
was he
Wow, my
was he
nigga?
still Lil Bow Wow
Four.
when Let Me Hold You came out? Was he still Lil Bow Wow?
That's what I'm saying. No, he was Bow Wow. He was not Lil Bow Wow.
I know that. I don't know nothing
That's
about
what he,
Lil
but
Bow Wow.
I feel like that's what he knows too.
I don't know nothing about Lil
That's
Bow
what
Wow.
I know. But
know Bow Wow.
I also
You went back.
I vividly remember he was the music choice artist of the month.
No, he was that
Every
guy.
music video was
'Cause,
there.
All right,
I
Scream
ran
Tour.
it all.
Scream
bro.
Tour. He was Bow Wow, right? He wasn't Lil Bow
Yeah,
Wow.
he
during
wasn't
Scream Tour.
Lil Bow
I know
Wow.
Scream Tour. I know that.
Okay.
But I'm saying my introduction to Bow Wow, the first time I ever saw Bow Wow was on 106 in Park.
When were you born?
But you know out of my
I'm
system, bro.
I'm genuinely confused though.
You know out of my system.
you don't know
But
what you do.
like,
to
I
me.
say the word. I say the song
You
out of my
don't
system.
even
You don't know what that
understand.
means.
It's
Not
so
gonna-
hard
I'm
to
not
get you
gonna-
out
I'm not
my
gonna sit on this couch
system.
and lie.
I'm so confused though.
I know, but I know.
When
I
were
know
you
some. I know.
born,
I know
bro?
some.
1999, bro.
You born in '99,
Yeah, bro.
so you don't know Lil Bow Wow.
No.
That's young.
Yeah.
I said, "Let me hold you." Is
Because
when
I
I'm
was born
getting
in
into-
'97. I don't think Lil Bow Wow is my era either, bro.
No, that's
I
why.
Bow
think
Wow's not
that's
your-
my
What's your
sister's
era
era.
then?
and
What's your
she-
era?
I like.
Wait, at what point does it count as your era?
I feel like once
From
you
what
hit
age?
once you hit six,
6
No,
to
that's
what?
not true, bro.
six and on.
6 and on.
I was making CD burns at 5, bro. My mom was helping me make CD burns at 5. Yeah, bro. I'm being dead ass, bro.
Damn, you was committing piracy off
Okay,
the rip.
5 then. We'll say 5.
But I'm not gonna lie, I was doing the same thing, just
But
buying.
then
It was
5 would
odd
have been
for me though.
2004.
I tell you, my big 3 as a kid, bro. Sierra, Bow Wow, Chris Brown.
And that would have been lit.
But Sierra and Bow Wow are.
I didn't get
like,
to
you
listen
see
to
what
no
I'm
music
saying?
until like 2009, 2010.
That's like before Chris Brown. You see
No,
what
I'm
I'm saying?
talking about that 04, 05, 06.
I grew up on like I didn't get to listen to nothing until Michael Jackson died, and then my pops was like, "Damn, I messed up."
Wait, I
What?
feel you.
That's 2009, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He was born in 04. He's like 5,
yeah,
6.
okay,
That's
okay,
But I
yeah,
remember,
yeah,
I
that's
grew up in a
fair.
house.
Your 09 to
all I
my
heard,
09
all I heard
are
in my
my
house
different.
was gospel music, Kirk Franklin specifically, African gospel music, and the only world artists that got a pass were Celine Dion and Whitney Houston.
See, Celine's crazy.
That was it.
Whitney and Celine's crazy.
Whitney
That's
and
a good
Celine,
shout.
that
No
was
other
it.
exceptions.
No, and then they'll play Boyz II Men once in a while because that was their wedding song, but that's it.
That's valid.
They had
End of
the
the
wedding
world.
song.
I mean, End of the Road.
End of the Road, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it wasn't. What's
That's-
no.
That song type sad though. No,
What's the wedding song?
Well, that's
There's another
definitely
joint.
not the wedding song because
I was
End of the
gonna
Road
say,
is
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
that's like
I
the
can't remember.
divorce song. if
I can't remember the
anything.
joint, but it was a Boyz II Men song. That's the only other. So like that was it. That was my 3 things. I had Celine Dion, a couple Whitney Houston songs, that one Boyz II Men joint. That was it.
So who were the defining artists for you though? Like who
It
really
was
got you
Mike.
in your bag?
It was Mike because
Sure.
I remember that was my first introduction to world music. Like, well, this is he's not talking about God, but this is fire.
no bullshit.
This is dead fire. I remember because he bought us a DVD while his best hits. So I watched that front to back and I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
After him,
That's a good
Um,
introduction. No,
it was fire. Mike, I got into like, I remember my sister showed me T-Pain for the first time.
thank you for doing him that justice.
No, all my music experience
Thank
came
you,
from my
though.
sister. Because
Okay.
2013, 2014, she got a laptop. She got a computer, like an old iMac. We went to like a computer store to sell my, because I was in trouble. So I had to sell my.
the little color joints.
Yeah. So I was in
Fire.
trouble, so I had to sell my John.
Oh, damn.
But then she was doing great, so he bought her some at the pawn shop. So
Good parents.
I was like, all right, boom. So we was pirating mad music. And I remember like going to her room and hearing like Chicks Tape 3 or Chicks Tape 2. And like, I'm like, who's that? And she showed me Tory Lanez for the first time.
Mm.
Tory wasn't that big of an impact, but Bryson was huge.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember when that came out, I was 10. Like, I
Trap
was like
Soul?
9, 10 when Trap Soul came out.
Yeah,
so that's
that's
the
ever.
defining moment. Like, oh, this is hard.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So definitely Bryson. T-Pain for sure.
Do you understand why I like your music so much based on like the R&B?
No, that's what I'm saying. It makes
listening
sense. But that's also why I said you technically don't really like R&B. Because I grew up on that stuff too. So I didn't really understand
really do
R&B
like
music like
R&B
that.
though.
I had to go back. Like once I
Yeah.
found Stevie, it changed everything because I was playing jazz. So I had to like, I was trying to learn how to play keys. So I started listening to Stevie Wonder songs.
You had to.
And I'm like,
Bullshit.
oh my God. Like the writing.
That nigga's full.
Nah,
like
but
if you like Frank?
Frank Ocean, of course.
So Frank is really just Stevie.
Don't say that.
You don't like Frank like I don't like. I
Yeah,
like Frank, bro.
yeah.
Like I like
Yes,
Frank.
he
There-
love
you
Frank.
There's a
Listen to
clear
Frank.
difference.
No.
There's a clear
You
difference.
listen to Frank.
You're damn
You
right.
listen to
You're
Frank,
damn
but you
right.
don't like Frank.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah, Frank's your messiah, bro. I understand.
Nah, bro, because you was sitting here trying to tell me that Frank. You know what?
Oh, word? You was throwing blasphemy on Frank?
Nah, bro.
A little bit. Nigga said he.
We're not gonna get into it. It's fine.
We don't gotta do
But
all
no,
that.
if you like Frank, Frank is really just Stevie Wonder.
See, that's a good comparison right there.
He's really just Stevie Wonder.
No bullshit.
Because if you listen to how he writes, so Stevie would do,
It is
he would
structured
always
like
write figurative
Yeah, facts.
and then bring it back to reality.
Yeah.
I do describe Frank as that. He's very abstract with his music.
And the problem with R&B music now is like
Abstract.
everybody is either a Frank or a Party Next Door.
Or trying to be a Frank.
It's either a Frank or a Party Next.
And I think that's the
it's
thing
an
that's
imitation
tough
of Frank
about
or
it.
Party Next Door. A lot of new
Where
acts.
does Brent fall on that?
Brent was different.
I was about to say
Brent was different. That was a whole
you
different
can
way.
tell that Brent
And the reason that Brent
inspired
popped
by,
off
like,
was because
hip hop a lot.
Not even a lot of it's just like 90s records if you really feel like it.
Oh no, for sure. I'm talking about. I'm talking about like his writing style.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot
it's
of hip hop influence.
You can tell that nigga was like
Like a lot of people,
he could go.
like it's a lot of people do the super traditional R&B and they sound like they're doing a Frank,
Yeah.
or they're like I'm gonna be on my cool nigga shit.
Type
And they
shit.
like they sound like a party
There's a lot
because
of
they want
Brent
to talk about
clones
I got
now,
all
too.
these hoes and like nigga we
You
know you
know
don't have
what?
these hoes.
Now I feel
We
like
know
I
you
gotta
don't.
prove my R&B work.
Party's
to
a
you,
funny
bro.
dude, bro.
But
Okay.
because the thing is they're trying to say stuff that Party would
I
say, but it's
gotta
like you
prove
don't live like
myself
him.
now.
Exactly.
Like only he can say I've been with triplets, I've been with twins.
I've been with triplets. He's fire, bro.
Nigga say he's fine.
Can I run some?
Go ahead.
Because the thing is,
I don't want to shame you like that. I
was
didn't want to
showing
do it to you.
I just threw on my like songs and
Yes.
I put R&B.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
The
Let's do
You
it.
feel me? Okay.
Let's do it.
I love Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah.
Yes.
I got Mary. I'm looking at Mary J right now.
Mary.
Genuine.
Okay, no, that's real R&B.
SWV.
But that's R&B.
Okay. Tevin Campbell.
R&B.
Brandy.
R&B.
Harmonica.
How many
The
songs? How many?
vocal
wait.
Bible.
But the thing is,
How many songs? by
I don't
these
have the
people,
whole
though?
album. I got the joints.
But like,
though.
if
Here's
you
what I'll
name-
say. So
but
if
can you name
I'm
the name of
telling
album
you,
for any of
once you
those
start
artists?
listening to the
Maybe not
R&B
Aaliyah,
I
albums,
want to give you the biggest one.
all right,
I can name Mad.
Yeah.
Not Mad.
who's number
You
one?
have
name
that.
the
Who's the
SWV
person that you,
albums?
the old R&B
No,
person that
I'm
you
talking
listen to the
about
most?
I mean, yeah.
Key Sweat. My
All
God.
right, there you go.
Like
There
Nobody,
you go.
Twisted.
That's you go. Here's what I'll
That's-
say.
yeah.
You'll really fall in love with old R&B when you start listening to the projects because it changes everything.
Facts.
Like
I
I
do.
knew about Anita Baker, but like once I started listening to Anita Baker albums,
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck? Like every day now, I go in the car and I put on an Anita Baker album. Every day. On my way here, I was listening to compositions by Anita Baker.
I love Tell Me by Groove Theory. You ever heard that one?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the joint.
See,
That's a joint.
Did I earn myself
Yeah,
back?
nah, you did.
But I do need
You
to
definitely
dig,
redeemed yourself.
I
I'm
need
not
to
gonna lie
dig
to
into
you.
the album though.
Was that the
I'm
type-
telling you, like, if you listen to like, who are some of the people you named? You listen to a Mary J album. Now, no Diddy, but like the production was great
Yeah, for sure.
front
But
to
it's-
back.
Mary J is one of those artists where it's like, I just don't like her voice. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh.
Don't like her voice. It's very rare that I listen
You're
to.
not rocking with that. Hey, you're not rocking with that.
You don't know Pain.
No.
You don't know Pain for real.
Bro, niggas
That
know
touched my heart.
Pain.
Mary
but
J
I
touched
just
my
don't-
heart.
I just don't like it.
Her whole thing is strength of a woman. Like that's like, yo,
I
but
just
no,
don't
bro,
like her
like,
voice.
bro, having to imagine this scenario. You're going through the most tumultuous relationship of your life.
Mm.
Your nigga is cheating on you currently
Mm.
and probably abusing you too.
For real.
And then you have to drop the record that you're working on him with consistently. That's some shit.
That is some shit.
you gotta make the most
And
out the
you
art.
can feel it in the records. You like, you know, in the movies where like they do the scene where the person's like singing and they looking at the producer because they cheated on them. Like that's how every one of her records feel like.
I feel that.
Like when she was singing that, if she was like this in front of the booth, like looking at him,
Talking to that nigga
But I
right
say
there.
that,
Talking crazy.
That's the same reason why I don't really like Fantasia's music either. I just don't like her voice. And I'm not saying that they can't sing, because don't get me wrong.
you're not rocking with sexy boy, so sexy boy.
Absolutely not. Here's my thing. With the music in general, here's the thing with like different, like me versus like a lot of people is that I'm very candid about like what I like and what I don't
That's
like.
facts.
But here's the thing. I'm not gonna say that it's bad, and I also recognize its greatness still.
Yes, it's
'Cause
good.
I'll
You just,
never
you just don't like it.
Exactly. I don't never, and
That's
even when I'm
valid.
talking about
That's
Mary J,
valid.
I'm never gonna say that she's not
That's
like that,
valid.
and she's not like even like when you think about a lot of artists that I
Mhm.
listen to being inspired by her. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't like
and
Brent
the
like that.
musicality. You feel me? I don't
That's
really
a
like
big
Brent
controversial
but
opinion.
Brent's fire,
He's
and
fire.
I don't really like Brent
You
like
listen to
that.
fire.
Saunders, son?
No, he's fire. I really like. What's the album where he just got the red hat on?
That was his first joint.
Love that album.
The album
because I like how everything
little
sounded like
joint.
a Keith Sweat record, or it sounded like what's the group that Cisco was in?
Cisco.
It sounds like a Drew Hill record. Like it sounds
like
it
sounds like
that sounds like 90s music. I don't really like what he did after that.
Yeah,
I feel like it was cool.
Some of the Brent songs I feel like are a little.
I love Brent though. Love Brent. He's fire.
It might be a little.
No, you
I'm
can't
not
say
like
that.
a big friend. I'm not like I don't like Brent like that.
So I gotta ask, with the way that you're a lot more, I don't want to say biased, but you favor like the old school R&B.
Kind of.
How does that reflect in your music? Because it sounds like the modern R&B.
Well, he gave
the trap
inspiration,
You gotta listen to
though.
what I'm saying. So old school
bullshit.
R&B, especially the niggas, dirty macking. That's
I love a little dirty Mac.
So me,
yeah. No.
it's a lot of that.
I love some
Wait,
dirty
you can't
Mac.
say you love dirty macking.
No.
That was a little crazy.
The records that come
That's
out
like
of
a
dirty
dirty
Mac.
I was like, hold on a
Love
second.
it.
hold
No,
on
I'm
a
not
second.
gonna lie.
I feel you though.
I'm not gonna lie.
The
'Cause
records,
for me,
yeah.
my music is like I'm gonna say what I don't want to say like to the person. So I'm like, all right, I'll meet this girl. I'm like, that's who you fucking with.
So
All
I'll
right.
put it in the record.
I mean, like, cool, but like,
I was wondering that when
He-
you were previewing some of the songs on the
Yeah.
album, I'm just thinking to myself, like, who's Samba's muse?
there's a lot of.
Is it
beautiful
one?
women,
Is
man.
it multiple?
There's a
Like,
lot of. I feel like when I was younger, it was like I'm dealing with this. Bang, like, yeah, I was. I was talking about this recently. Songs are like bodies. There's definitely some I wish I could take back. Definitely. Like there's some I wish I
quote
could
that
take
right
back.
there.
Like there's some bodies I'm like.
What do you mean? There's some songs that you want to take back,
Like I wish I didn't write that for that person
I see what you're saying.
as if they
because
don't.
it's like they were
don't
not
owe
worth
that?
that.
I see that.
They were not worth the
energy.
amount of. I sat down,
Yeah.
pulled up Pro Tools,
Mhm.
and said,
See, because that's the thing. See,
But
I
the great
hate
part
that.
is, as long as you're not super specific, that could still live
Nah,
on.
nah,
in
but
on
that's-
that
no, it
person.
definitely does
But that's
live
the
on.
thing. But
And
he
certain songs
knows
I'm like,
though.
ew.
But he knows because that's the thing.
It's
But
like,
the
yo,
same
I
thing when
wrote
you get
that
into
for
like
you.
if you get into like
I
beef
poured
with
my
niggas,
heart
bro.
out.
And you're writing about niggas, and it's like, damn, like I'm really writing poetry about you.
Yeah,
But it's
you really
different,
think about
'cause
this,
you
bro.
producing poetry about niggas.
Bro, every
you
step,
recording
I
poetry
recorded
about
it,
this
so I wrote it, right?
Yeah.
I recorded it, right? Made the
No
as I'm making the
bullshit.
beat, I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
right? Then I'm
He's
as
like,
I'm
for
mixing it,
you?
I'm really and
Nah,
I
but
put it out.
I don't overthink it to that
For
extent.
you?
To me, it's like
That's funny,
you
bro.
were just the
It's that-
seed
it's-
of an idea.
it's like
that
snapshots
just
of,
like
like-
I took
The
somewhere.
songs are like pictures of like moments in your life.
Yeah.
And you ever look back at like certain you have pictures of your I mean, I don't know if you're in a relationship right now.
I'm
So like you ever seen a picture of your ex somewhere and you're like, you with your ex and you're like, ew.
Well, yeah, because they age badly, nigga.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
at the time. though.
That's what I'm saying. At the time, like at the for what they are, if you were in that relationship, they're a good picture. Or if you were single, it's like, all right, that's a smooth picture. But like in the state that you're in right now, it's like, nah. Like me as like a 20-year-old, I'm on music, I was young. I was like 17, 18 writing this. And it's not that far removed, but I've lived a lot of life since then. So I'll be like, that girl?
But that's why I don't take the music so heavily. Because I could be in a relationship, but like when I'm writing music, I ain't trying to just write about my relationship.
Not all
I
the time.
gotta write
It's
about
like-
some
it's-
other shit.
It's different. It's, now I'm at the point where I'm creative enough and I'm old enough to like,
yeah.
I can pull from some past stuff. A lot of this
But
stuff,
it
I'm not
doesn't
gonna lie,
mean you
it's
still
current.
care about the past stuff.
Nah.
Like my girl could hear
Yeah.
me mention
It's just
it, be
at
like,
the time,
oh, you
I
still
was,
care about
I
that
was having a
person?
situation
No.
and I'm going to write about it right now.
That's just a source for
like
me to.
Victorious vibes. Like they have a bad scene, they go into the studio and you see.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I was gonna ask that too. Like
Right.
songwriting, as much as you do,
Yeah.
eventually it's like when you don't have. Not to say you don't have anything to pull from. Like
Yeah.
you just get in your bag. Like you just gotta.
I make sure to do things for the plot sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No
that's
bullshit.
fine.
So I got like there's
That's
certain
good
situations I'll be
songwriting.
like,
But niggas will look
I-
at me like I'm crazy when I say shit like
Nah.
that. I'm
Who
only
said-
doing this so I can write about it later.
you
bro.
gotta think about it like
Sometimes you gotta be
yo,
forthcoming too.
my brain and what I do, I'm like, I'm writing songs about love.
Exactly.
If I don't go love somebody, ain't no music coming out, guys.
See, but the thing is, you are a sicko for that though. But you're
No, I'm
valid.
twisted.
But
I'm
you're
twisted. I don't think
valid
I'm
for it.
right. I don't think I'm right. Let's
And
get
you-
that
but
right.
you know it though.
I know
That's what makes
I know
it
that's
valid.
crazy. But like me,
That's what makes it valid.
Oh,
'cause you-
that's great. I
'cause
did
you
not
know it.
interpret what he said as that.
No,
I'm thinking like he's thinking like,
we
okay,
locked in
if I
with the-
can't pull
with the
for myself, you know
sociopathism.
what?
You see
I
what
might
I'm
write a
saying?
song based on what I watched on Love
Nah,
Jones.
I gotta
might-
do
he
it.
said,
I
I'm gonna
might.
make Love Jones.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And we know it though.
like, I'm gonna go
and you know it
'cause
though.
My thing is like, I meet all these beautiful women all the time. Like, all right, let me
See,
go.
now here's the thing. You just gotta make sure that they know it too though.
Oh no, I'm communicative.
That's what I'm saying. As long as they also understand, like, hey, shit might not work out, but I'm willing to give it a go. Because I know
Because for me, I'm also like I grew up. I was again. I told you about the way I grew up. My parents were very much like my mom was like, no women, no girls, they're bad. You know what I'm saying? Like almost very against like they're bad. Like they'll mess your life up. You have to be careful. Yeah. So now I'm like older. I'm like, well, once I hit like my senior year of high school, I started wilding.
I can manage this shit a little bit.
I can figure it out. And then I saw what happened to my art once I started once I didn't have to lie anymore.
So I'm locked in.
Because I don't know, for me, when you start living what you do, the music hits a little different.
For sure.
Again, that's why I say a lot of these guys can't write what party writes because they don't live that.
They ain't lived it.
So for me to go on a song and be like, yo, I seen you outside, but like, I know you got a boyfriend, but like, he ain't here with you. So clearly, you know what I'm saying? You don't like him that much. You over here talking to me. Like, that's because it happened.
That's rooted in something.
That's like real life. I can't really just make that up sometimes.
He's like, that's not a bag.
Now what I do is, what I can't do is,
what if you're writing for somebody else?
I can take a situation, like if you tell me a story, like I can make a song about that. Like, I've never been cheated on, but I've definitely made records where I'm like, how could you do this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Yeah. But definitely like, I try to make an effort to like experience as much life as I can so that I can have more things to pull from.
Right.
It doesn't have to be crazy every time, but like I make sure an effort to like meet new people. Like talk to as many people as I can, like experience love and life. Because also I'm young. Like I'm not trying to just like, you know, I'm not in a relationship, I'm single, I'm not hurting nobody, everybody's communicated. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
the experience
I'm not playing nobody.
I look to the left like, is this true?
Bro, you got a lot. Bro, you don't do that though? Well, so you're telling me that you don't enter into situations in your life just so you can write about it? Just so you can be like, I've done this thing.
Maybe it's not even just for the music. Like sometimes I'm like, yo, I want to do shit for the plot. Like I want to have stories.
Just to see.
I want to have kids and be like,
you feel me?
Yo, when I was your age, I was wild.
I'll tell you, I'll be honest. Sold an ounce of weed in college and was like, now we unlocked the, we can sell.
Okay.
We sell
so now you can sell. Now you can make some weed bars.
Now we could do it. You feel me?
Now we unlocked.
I'm not gonna mention no crimes because my mom's watching this podcast.
I hear you. My mom could be
feel
watching
what I'm
this
saying?
too.
Like,
there's been a lot of unlocks.
I lied. I actually lied.
I lied. I'm not gonna get on wax and be like,
what I'm talking about.
I did this. If I didn't do that,
exactly,
I can. But I can't put that out.
It's like a video game. It's like it pops up on you, like in your mind, like you now unlocked
achievement.
There you go. Boom.
Bang, like that.
Now I gotta
see the map. There's areas of the map that's so
with the work that you were doing with Nolly specifically.
Yeah.
Like first of all, dope.
Appreciate you.
But
shout out to
Nolly. When you're in my top 20, no bullshit. Yeah.
That's fire.
That is fire. I've been waiting for her to drop music for a very long time. I feel like she would have made it.
Shout out to her for getting the R&B.
She probably could have showed up if I was listening. Like if they counted unreleased shit I got in the just saved on.
Yeah.
But when you're working with a woman, what type of mindset do you gotta? Is it a big shift that it takes to like?
I grew up with all women.
But I'm saying, is it a big shift to like when you're songwriting though, to be in that
Change
perspective? That's it.
It's pretty
because again, I grew up with mainly women. Like I was not the kind of guy who like hung out with a bunch of dudes. Like when I was in school, my friends were mainly girls. So I grew up and like I know the conversations, and that affected because I was like I think kind of similarly now because it's like I grew up with that. Like I don't always, I have my nigga moments. Don't get it wrong,
of course.
But like we all guilty. But like my perspective is a little bit different, so I can relate easier because there's nothing you're gonna say to me that I haven't heard before. My cousins were older than us, so it's like there's nothing you can say that come on. Oh, I've been there. All right, boom. So when I'm writing, it's like, all right, tell me what's going on with you. What's going on in your life? You dealing with this? Damn, that's crazy. Let's do it. Pull out the keyboard. All right, now talk to me. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Bang, like, I feel like for that, it's not really a perspective shift because I'll write a lot of songs for women. Because it's like, all right, sometimes, also because I do communicate, I have conversations with people who are on the other side of my situation sometimes.
To get their perspective
I've gotten
on
chewed out. Because I'm like, how do you feel? Like, what's going like?
Dang, I made someone feel like that.
So like, I know. I
but
also
do you
know
do it for actual resolve or like, nah? You know
I generally care. I generally care.
You gotta listen.
I'm not like that bad,
but you don't forget.
I didn't know
what
if you
was
got like
said
some
and how-
writer's block and all of a sudden.
No, I'm not gonna hit on my ex.
Let me dive back into her life.
I'm saying like I've had like
that's a little too crazy.
I've had like real conversations with because outside of like maybe outside of my last relationship, like I was cool like with my ex the first time. Shout out to her. How she doing well in life? But like,
you know how she doing in life.
I actually don't. I haven't spoken to her.
Okay.
No,
said I couldn't tell you.
Check in sometimes, you know.
No,
because then that you can get in that. If they doing bad, that's a song right there.
No, I don't need to. I just need to know are you in a relationship or not? Then I can make my Dirty Mac song. That's good enough. I just gotta see the picture. I just gotta see the picture and be like,
that's fine.
Word. Okay. But anyway.
He said that's fine.
The point being like,
that's enough. I got it.
I was cool with her after we broke up. So definitely like she let me know like nigga da 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 da. And I was like, damn. So I've been read to filth a lot because I'm somebody like I like to communicate, so I can pull from the other side too. Like there's definitely records I've written like I was the one who I'm talking about.
Yeah, type shit. Sometimes it be like
so
that.
I can flip it.
Yeah.
And so I also have those stories for other people. Like
That's
if you're
up.
telling me, damn, my person cheated, I've never cheated. So like I can pull from like, oh, so let's say she got cheated on, and my ex told me about this time that she got cheated on. I can pull from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of different places.
There be universal experiences
Yeah,
to tell,
bro.
to pull from.
Or like you said, some movies. Oh yeah, sometimes I watch a movie and I'll pull from that.
I gotta see you in your bag, bro. I gotta see how you work.
It doesn't make sense. A lot of my stuff that it's a lot of silence, and then mumbling, and then a lot of nonsense words. Like you just hear and then sentence, and then
No, but all it takes is that one fly thing that comes out of your mouth to be like,
yep,
there we
I got
go.
it.
Point of reference.
For me, once I find it's the melody,
And
I'm humming, find the melody. Oh nah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like if it feels good, like with just the keys and me singing it, oh, that's it.
That's the funnest part to me in the music process. And I think it's a little different like with rapping because you trying to say the flyest shit in the world. Like, I'm not gonna say singing like R&B music is a little bit different because like you don't gotta say the most complex things. Like you feel it's more about the feeling, the melody, and everything. But I love that connect the dot of like
it's conversational.
I know what needs to fit in here.
Yes.
Now how can I make this?
For me, it's syllable and melody and rhyme.
Yeah.
Because I started off as a rapper and I was battle rapping on the back of the bus. I was I was like that. Not gonna lie to you. I was chopping people.
You got some videos still?
Nah. I have a video of me rapping though. I'll show y'all. I have a video of me rapping when I was a kid, when I was younger. Because I don't remember the bars, but he has it. Oh, you can see me bald with glasses, chubby, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely
bald is crazy.
Oh yeah.
You was bald?
Bro. You think I couldn't go here? I'm African.
I was gonna say you had the zero.
My mom,
or you had the one.
She would say clean it. That's what she would tell the barber.
Yeah,
clean it. Clean it.
So how do they feel now with the locs?
Oh, what?
Oh,
I know my mom like it breaks her heart
itself,
every day. But you know, your parents like they learn to like love the new you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but the first day,
it breaks her heart every day.
Like,
because the first day, like the starter is rough.
So what happened was quarantine. So I had a flat top before I had my locks. So it's why I'm a liar. You know, I'm a transition though. That's the game plan. 5 years, boom.
Understood.
To the side.
You're not really a liar because you're honest. You know what
I'm saying?
That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
No,
niggas. That's all I ask.
Some niggas be
like,
lying, bro.
Just be honest about it. You on a different journey.
Are you talking about a sewing?
I understand.
No, absolutely not. Sewing is no. That's wrong.
That was crazy.
That's
no.
wrong.
What is
I'm not gonna hold you.
What is he trying to say, bro?
The fact that
was crazy.
That
was crazy.
Nah, definitely not.
You're just saying that you use your flat top to give I have the high top to give you an advantage.
That was crazy.
Some people lie
about what?
Like they don't want to admit that they just got the top, bro.
You feel me?
Some niggas will never get a retwist, so you never see their sides.
Mm-hmm.
I see now. Okay.
Some niggas won't put their hair up ever.
Yep.
Me? Nah. I had a flat top for most of I was bald, then I had a flat top. Then I went into quarantine with that flat top with a bad cut.
Oh, so you had to just let it grow.
So I was like,
seeing it through.
So, but then I had to fix my cut, so I shaved it down a little bit. I went back. I restarted trimming out my dead ends coming out of quarantine. And I just started two-strand twisting because I want my hair to grow.
Yeah.
My hair stayed at the same flat top length, I swear to God, for 5 years.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I swear to God. My hair did not grow. Like my same flat top, I had it the same length from 10 until quarantine.
Low-key, what is that though? Why is it? Because I
feel like I didn't take care of
I
didn't take care of my hair, bro.
But a lot of African niggas say that even when they do, their hair just don't grow.
My parents were
what is that?
Like this in my head, because you know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't. There was no care.
So you feel like when you get older, it's kind of like just like this. You get like the ghost cuts. It's like your hair's just like, no, I know when to stop.
Yeah. So now my hair started going like crack. Once I started doing the two strands, I was like, oh, this is working.
Yeah.
So I was two strands twisting my hair, and I would leave it in, take it out, leave it in, take it out. And I remember the Sunday. It was a Saturday going into a Sunday. I had gotten a haircut, did my two strand, and I woke up and I took it out, and I was like,
got some length.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it. And then I remember getting in the car with my mom to go to church. We're in front of the door. Like I stopped like to close like the lock, and she's like, she looks at me, and she's like, take that stuff out your head. I'm like,
going into the house of God looking like that.
I'm like, she lost her mind. She lost her mind.
Did you stand did you
I stood
stand
10
on
toes. I stood on 10. Because again, now I'm 15. So again, I'm at the you
a man.
You gonna hit me?
You're a man now, yeah.
So now I'm like, nah. Like it was one of the first times I ever looked at my mom and told her, nah, no. I was shaking. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, there was a wild moment. It was just me and her too. So I'm like, yo, she kill me right now. Like, she might get away with it. Like, she might get away with it. It's a Sunday morning. It's quiet. Nobody hearing nothing. Like, she might.
You lucky it was Sunday. Any other day,
that's what I'm saying.
You might have
she
died
gave me
that
God's
day.
grace on that day. I'm not gonna lie to you, but she was not having it, bro. She lost her mind. She let me have it. But I stood on 10. I said, I'm not taking it out.
Yeah.
And then I left my 2 strands in, so I was doing 2 strands. And then that summer, I locked it.
Mm-hmm.
So I started with 2 strands, and my locks were really like this small. That was like coming up on 3 years.
I'll tell you the truth. She accepts it now.
Yeah, no,
she's fine with it.
She doesn't really.
She's waiting for you to come back to the other side.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She allows it.
Yeah.
She's not all the way okay with it. Like, even like, I remember when I got my first tattoo. I have a little one right here, this music note, right? Oh my God.
You a rebel, bro.
Oh yeah, no. Once I did that, that was the first step.
He said,
"It's a gateway." Now I'm not gonna lie, they were right. Like, they say, like, you're gonna do this, then you're gonna do that, then you're gonna. Because once that happened,
he was like, "No, it's just gonna be this." But then he was like, "Actually, maybe."
Because this happened, and then the piercing happened. The ear piercings happened. Oh, because this is why. But I'm smart though. I soft launched it. I got the fake ones that with the magnet first, so she could get used to seeing it.
I've seen a lot of dudes get their ears fucked up having that shit on.
No, it definitely messed up my ear for a little bit. But I was like, I know that I know my game plan. Like, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rock these for a little bit. Eventually, they're gonna be around for like a day or two to get that done, and then it's gonna be too late. So I remember my parents went on a trip. I went. I told someone, yo, bring me to Claire's. We're getting this done. Went to Claire's, shot my ear up. My parents came back. She's not looking at any different because I had the joints on. Because I remember she would always be like every night, like, make sure you take that off. Take that stuff off because it's not good for your ear. And then one day she's like, take it off. I'm like, I can't. And she's like, why?
So wait, what was her issue? Because I would think that the magnet would still be an issue because it's like,
no, she don't. I started rebelling more. You know what I'm saying? And I had already done way crazier stuff at this point now. Because after the hair, it was downhill. I started wilding. So at this point, the earrings was like not that bad compared to some of the stuff as I said, I'm not gonna admit to some of the stuff I did.
See, and this is
because my mom don't know everything. I love you, Mom. But you know what I'm saying? I started wilding. So for me, I'm like, if she got over this will be smooth.
That'll be fine.
So the earrings, I just straight up told her, I just started getting in the habit of like, nah, these are real. She just looked at me, went into the bathroom. I'm like, damn. I know it broke her heart. It's all right though. Then the next step, get the tattoo. I remember my dad, she didn't notice. My dad was like, did you see his tattoo? And her just being like,
dry snitch on.
I watched her heart go like this, like literally fall apart. Cause she's like, my baby.
Because you could cut the locks.
Yeah,
you could take out the piercing and the low could regrow.
Because I asked her first. I said, I want to get a tattoo.
Oh, she said no. Okay.
No. Yeah. I remember she was like, no, you're not supposed to do that stuff to your body. Yada, yada. No, you can't do this. And then she was like, after I die, go ahead, put my name right here on your face. Do whatever you want to do. You want to get a tattoo, put my name right here on your face. Nah, no. You want to put, never. Nah, you're going to kill me. That's what she was saying. If I see you with a tattoo, I'm going to die.
You wasn't worried?
I knew the risk, though.
He did it anyway? Damn, nigga cold-blooded.
But at a certain point, I'm like,
Mom's coat right there and then
but I knew what I wanted. I wanted this. I'm like, yo,
God forbid, what's the next step?
Well, that's it. All right. There's nothing else wild.
He said it's over. It's over.
That's all.
Again,
I've already done wild stuff.
He's like, it's too late.
I've already done wild stuff, and I'm smooth. I've never been to jail, clean record, all that. I'm smooth. You know, I'm a good guy, all that. Praise God.
He said I'm a good guy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I found mad funny. It really do be like the people who grew up in like Catholic school, like
because
went to
again,
church all their life.
All my friends,
modest.
all the kids, because I didn't hang out with a lot of guys, but the kids that we grew up with, bandidos mainly, like there's mad kids who like grew up in church, like in jail, dead. Most
I know
of
you
that.
check the Enterprise every now and then and be like, dang,
I swear to God, you know when bro got killed at Hibachi.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even peep. I knew, bro. Like, stuff like that be happening all the time. So I'm like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? I be smooth. Like, all the wild stuff, I got that out the way. Because again, all the kids I grew up with, they were bad. Most of them were bad. You know what I'm saying? You grow up in church, everybody bring their badass grandsons to church.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Change them.
So all the kids I grew up with, so, but for me, my mom was like, no, you're not going outside. But it's not like I didn't see it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't know what my
They
niggas was
didn't
doing.
disappear
Especially
because
once I
I was
got
here.
older and you have less and less control of me. I'm with my niggas now. Quarantine, I was outside for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I told my mom I'm going to the studio. I'm on the south side wilding.
You're breaking her heart as we speak, bro.
She gonna watch this, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? I survived. Everything's
I'm
good.
still here.
You know what I'm saying? Everything's good now. Now because she has social media and stuff.
He's like, album coming
she be seeing what I'm doing. So like
soon.
she's everything's good. I've been making her proud now. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But like I was wilding. I was a wild kid. So like again, I've done the bad stuff. I'm over it. I've changed my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good guy now. So now it's like nothing else wilder. The only thing that keeps breaking her heart is the tattoos. I keep getting more, but that's it. Everything else, she loved me. You know what I'm saying? I'm baby boy, I'm making
Now
things.
he's trying to convince us. Like,
now he's trying to flip the story.
We got
Everything
you.
good.
Because now he's going to be like, because then there's also, low key.
Nah.
He's like,
Everything now I'm smooth. I'm smooth. I haven't, I don't think I've ever done anything wrong, like bad in a while, like in a long time.
I hear that.
I'm living clean, man.
Hey, man, hopefully you're able to...
You know what I'm saying? I got my PO officer right there.
What about when she
Nicole
found out
don't let
you
me get
smoke
away
weed?
with nothing, huh?
What about when she found out you smoke weed?
I don't smoke. I never smoked in my life, bro. That dogs.
Ah, shade, brother.
I hear you.
You feel me?
I hear you.
So, but if I did, that would have been bad.
Bro,
I hear you. I hear you.
It would have been crazy.
No snitching on BFTC.
You know what I'm saying? I never smoked a day in my life.
It's nasty, honestly.
It's the worst smelling thing, bro.
In the world.
I never understood
It really is, though.
You know what I'm
It's
saying? Like,
disgusting. Yeah,
that
I
dogs,
hear you.
I never understood it. Because one of my sisters, she smokes.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, my mom got
So she's the one who got caught. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's all right. So I was like, I'm not going down that road. I did a lot of stuff. I'm not doing that, though.
I hear you.
Drugs in an African house?
Yeah, that's a little crazy. That's a little too much.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of
He's like, even
crack.
I have standards. He's like, I wouldn't go that far.
Like, there's a line.
Yeah.
There's a line.
He's like, yeah, there's some stuff.
There's a line.
He's like, some stuff might actually kill them.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that one is like she would kill me for sure.
He's like, no,
Like, it's
she'll
not
be
like
all right. I
it's
won't be.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll stop right there. No more incriminating.
Yo, crying.
Hey, man, hopefully you're able to, bring a BMA home and,
Nah, for sure.
and maybe you could debut more bad news to her. And then it's all good.
I'm all like, I know for sure, like, no kid. Because the worst thing I can do right now is bring a kid home.
Yeah, nah.
That's the biggest thing.
I hear that.
So I'm like, if I just like handle my business, I'm gonna be smooth.
All right.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
But you know what comes with this life. You gotta watch out, gotta be careful.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very picky of who I'm around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. Nah, hey man, I really do appreciate this conversation. I'm
Nah, for
excited.
sure.
I'm excited for everything you got cooking up. I'm excited for this album. You got a name for it?
Okay,
'Cause
so
you
I
said a
can't,
date. You got a specific
Yeah.
date. Which is
January 5th.
January 5th.
I cannot say the name yet, but what I will say is you saw 9 p.m., saw 10 p.m., 11 p.m. is gonna come out Sunday.
So it already dropped. Because by the time this releases,
Yeah. So 11 p.m.'s out. And
so go stream that.
so y'all, you can kind of figure out what, you know what I'm saying, the album's gonna be. If it's 9, 10, 11, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm fucking with you.
oh,
I'm fucking with you.
I was about to say,
I'm
damn.
fucking with you.
I was like,
I was
ain't
about to say,
no
yo,
way.
Get your man.
Get your
Nah,
man.
bro. I would have been like, get your man, bro. I'd be like, get the Brockton High, my nigga. Like, we gotta figure something out because that's
whoa.
what I thought. That's what my brain went to.
Yo,
I
you're
was
not,
like,
not
bro,
so much
I'm
on the Brockton High School has a great education. I'm very well
I
spoken.
say that all the time.
Only reason I'm as nice as I am because I went to Brockton High School on Dead Dogs.
Is that- what do you mean? What do you mean by nice?
Like everything, like all the instruments and stuff, because I was at Brockton High.
Okay.
The only thing
Everyone
about
went
Brockton,
to Southeastern. No disrespect.
I don't know nothing about
Oh, that's
anything.
crazy.
I don't know anything
No
about the
disrespect.
schools in Brockton. The only thing that I know is that Brockton High
What you about to say, bro?
is a crazy environment to be in.
It's like TV show level. I'd say it's like
Yeah, for
whatever
sure.
you make of. If you want to, whatever you want to be the best at, you'll be the best at it. If you want to be the best player, like you want to play sports, you want to be the best, you have all the facilities necessary. You want to be
sure.
the best musician, you can do it. You want to be the best drug dealer, everything you need.
yeah, for sure.
That's what, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, because over here we have, like, it's like that Madison and, like, OB.
Yeah.
Like, if Madison.
I don't know nothing about Boston. I'm gonna be so real.
It gives me, like, Madison. And I feel like
But
Madison's valid, but again, it's just like, okay.
I completely hate what
there's
you're
some
saying,
shit that
bro.
be going on. I'm like,
Because there's a route there. There's a route to
Anything
make
you want to do.
But there's a lot of traps.
Yeah, it's
set
just
there,
you
you
have
feel
to
me?
be like
You
so
got-
focused.
Yeah.
If you're not on, again, I was around like every time a raid would happen, I was worried about my dogs. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a real reality. But it's just like if you just mind your business, do what you gotta do,
That's
you'll
the
be
big
all
part.
right.
That's
They
the
If
big
you
wasn't
go
smoking
look,
K2, though.
huh?
They wasn't smoking K2.
Nah, that's.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
y'all smooth,
That's
bro.
what y'all got. Yeah,
Don't say y'all.
Y'all smoke K2?
No. Some, hey. Some people though.
Nah, we had real song, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
But you don't know anything about that, of course. Yeah, of course.
What?
Hey man, before we get out of here, just look into that camera. Let the people know something before we get out. You know, what you want them to know.
Y'all got specifics of what y'all want me to say?
Nope.
Nah,
Just
it's your moment. It's your
off?
moment. You feel me? You got the album, everything. Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go stream 9, 10, and 11 p.m. You know, keep running those up. We got more on the way. Stay tuned. Keep eyes open. More shows, more everything, more life, more love. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a relationship and you're not being loved, come over here. You know what I'm saying? I got a song for you and I got love for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. You feel me? Drop the comments. But I appreciate you, bro. It's been a real fun conversation.
Appreciate y'all for having me. This was
so
fire.
you gonna play some more music after this?
Yeah, play some more. Yeah. Let's do it.
Hey, we out here.
Appreciate you.